dream, but my dreams keep flying away. Somewhere far beyond, keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile, people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. Goddamn feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on the street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you. And you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain poured out my face, but that's alright. I smile, people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. Goddamn feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to my door, bind it to the day. I slip to the right, bind it to the day. I slip to the right, bind it to the day. I slip to the right. Goddamn feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mama Bear said she finally got that notification. Good deal, Lucille. Good deal, Lucille. How's everybody doing? Come on in. Have a sit down. Pop a squat. Grab you a recliner chair. Put that sucker back. Let's chill out, y'all. Let's chill out. There comes Chopper coming in, baby. Lady K in chat. How you doing, Sonny? Side, how you doing? Let's see what she has to say. Hello, one and all. And come in. Don't forget to ring the doorbell when you come in my house. I'm already offering you my lazy boy. The least you could do is freaking ring my doorbell. You know what I mean? Okay. Taser Brat said she done did. And Slutty Sides number 13. How you guys doing today? How you feeling? How you feeling? How's life treating you? Man, isn't that a gorgeous day? Where I'm at in the Chicagoland area today is absolutely gorgeous today. I've been sitting outside most of the day, just chilling out. Besides the time that my daughter took me to her room, her little girly room, you know, where she gets ready for her day. She's off today. And she started saying, no, she just bought this house and she still has things in bags and boxes and stuff. She started handing me this dang bags. Let's go through these bags. Okay. And she's like having me smell this lotion. And now this stuff has been in a bag since she bought a condo like 5 years ago. I said, this is mildewy in here, child. You better throw this stuff away, honey. So anyways, that's what we've been doing today. So I don't know if I smell like a whore or if I'm smelling luxurious. I haven't decided yet. Warning, Betty can cause high blood pressure, right? Okay, this is the warning. Chopper's putting out a disclaimer for Betty. Warning, Betty can cause high blood pressure, anxiety, anger, sickness to one's stomach, waiting to pull your hair out and making you question what the fuck did I just watch. Viewer discretion is advised. We're going to leave that up for a moment for the people coming in. Mr. Tomato Head said 3 hours away from you. And yes, it's beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, wow, it is. Sunnyside was it causing problems somewhere else. I don't, maybe someone's having trouble with StreamYard, not sure. Well, I watched a little bit of Bets today, and now she's saying that the dang county jail done abused her. They made her do this, sleep on the concrete, didn't give her a blankie, didn't give her a whoopee. They didn't let her bring her whoopee in the jail, her little blankie. They did not give her a pillow. They did not make her fresh coffee. I mean, they bruised her wrist with the handcuffs. Blah, blah. Then quit breaking the law. Okay, quit breaking the law. Okay, people that break the law are not treated with kid gloves. You are a damn adult that has now broken the law, Betty. Okay, they could give a rat's ass what you think, how you've been treated, in my opinion. Welcome to the big girl time, honey. Pull up your panties and you're going for a ride. And this is my opinion. Okay, so Betty, quit crying like a big ass baby. Pop a squat down there on the concrete cold floor and wait your turn to be bailed out. Okay. They probably didn't dress you in. Okay. Or whatever. You are in a holding cell being processed. Okay. Do you think that they're really going to violate you? Okay. Because they know that you're going to get on here and cry like a big pussy and make it a big deal. So shut up. She wasn't right. Right. Oh, I got to try to keep that up there too, because that's the greatest disclaimer ever. Yeah, she wasn't even there 48 hours. Sunny's like, that was, that was a bitch fit, right? Yeah, we're going to pop on over there and listen to the old Betsy Bets. We're going to kind of jump around a little bit because there are some things that are popping off in mainstream news. Did she think she was going to get it right? She thought she was going to do a 5-star hotel. They were going to, give you fresh coffee and donut. They leave a little mint on your pillow at jail cell number 5. They have a turn down service for you. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. She was in a holding cell. That's the way the holding cells are. She'll have it better in the actual hall, right? I mean, come on. Now, how many people think that she may see a little, time in the old slammer for what she's been doing? I think she might get a couple days. You mean they don't leave mints on? No, honey. Now, your cellmate might leave you a little something, something on your pillow if she is, digging you. You get my drift? But that's going to come with the cost. The old ramen noodles and all that you get for free there, Bets. We're going to have to give Betty a 411 on how to carry yourself in the county. Okay, now, if you are giving anything for free, let me tell you, it's going to probably cost you something. Okay, so make sure you wax really good, Betty, before you head on to Sumter County. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't know. Hey, cool gamer, good to see you, honey. Did I see it? PJ did one or JP's? No, I didn't. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'll have to check it out. I bet it's funny. I think she will. You don't just get a slap on the wrist with things like this. I don't think so. I mean, orders of protection, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, drop the link. Yeah, drop the link. Poor Betty. She wasn't given the 5-star, right? Snowflake's nightmare. She wasn't given the 5-star, but I'm going to give her a few, tips. Betty, make sure you wax in the private area before you go, because you're going to get hungry when you get locked up, in my opinion. You're going to have to barter some Raymond. You're going to have to barter some mints. You're going to need to barter a cup of coffee. See, they have that instant coffee there. Now, I don't know how they make it hot or whatnot. I don't have a freaking clue. But you're going to have to barter all this. And you ain't working with much with the looks area anyway. And I don't think you could smooth talk your ass out of a wet paper bag. So you're going to have to use the next thing that you got, honey, in my opinion. So you better wax that shit really good. They have things at Walgreens that help with the stench. So go ahead and get one or a few or maybe 10 and then take care of that down there. Okay. And then when you go to Sumter County, in case you do get locked up for an extended period of time, you can barter so you can get fed. I mean, boy, I'm awful today. I'm sassy. Oh, honey. All right, so let's just jump on over to the old Betsy Bets. I think this was the one from today. I couldn't. You guys see, I end up stopping it because I'm like, oh Lord, we're gonna have to watch this today. Oh Lord, we're gonna have to go on today. Having to share a cell with Betty is cruel. Right? You should get time off. You should get time off if you have to share a cell with the old Bets. That is very cruel and unusual punishment, Mr. Tomato. Yes. Wasn't she sent to jail? I'm not sure. Wasn't she sent to the jail Seth works at first? She used his name to get all right. She's like, I know Mr. Rogers. We're BFFs. He told me to request the VIP room. Thank you. Can I get the robe, the white robe with my initials on it now? And lead me to the hot shower, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to look at it here. I don't know why if I can't hit into it. Like from my end, Mama Bear, I can't click into it. It doesn't, it shows on my phone that I can, but from my StreamYard, I can't. Son of succotash. Oh boy. See, that sucks. Want me to email it? Yeah, I can check my email and then on my computer. Yeah. No, she went to Montgomery jail, not Davidson. Got you. So, and also I did find the clip, guys, because I thought that I had heard it somewhere that Mr. Petito had mentioned that he was harassed and he chose not to go up on Seth Rogers' panel and speak on his YouTube channel. And I did find the clip of him, Joe Petito. It's not a clip, it's the video of him being on another podcaster's panel there, and he did say it out, and then we'll play that too. I knew that I heard it somewhere, and I hate not to come with receipts when I say something to be factual and not be able to produce that. So I did take about an hour today to go and find that information so I can share it too, because I hate that, man, whenever someone tells you something and then it's not they don't have the information. So I did find it and I'll share that too. All right. Okay, Wetty Betty, let's have at it. And I think it was like a long time of howdy doodies and whatever with her. So let me make sure I have it on the speed. This is for educational purposes with the copyright, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Betty. All right.
Stuff going on. We're watching helplessly as this law enforcement body fumbles the ball all over this case, fails to clear Chris or ask for any type of outside assistance. It's been 6 months and they got nothing, right? Because if they had something, they wouldn't be fighting so hard to keep one journalist quiet.
Oh no!
Right?
Wait a minute.
I've done nothing in their community.
Did you see what Smoky Mountain Mermaid said? She said, I think my husband is secretly in love with Betty. He's sitting here saying, poor Betty. Laugh my ass off. Let's all laugh at him. Well, tell him, hold up, bub. We cannot let you feel sorry for Betty. All your wife needs to do real quick, sir, and I'm respectfully going to inform you. Much love to you, peace signs and all that, and a hug and a slap on the back. How you doing, bro? Anyway, hello. Go back and watch the clips of how gross she is. And, no, we can't stand for that today, baby. Get your husband in check, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. Get his ass in check, honey. If my husband said that, I'd be like, you have a fever.
The worst thing I think I might have done
delusional
is I might have went 1 or 2 miles over the speed limit. if I have to be honest. But most of the time when I'm filming, especially from my car, I'm usually driving slower than the speed limit because I'm filming from my car, right? Why did I film from my car? Because I didn't trust getting out of the car. And I'm glad
Betty, you film from your car all the time. It's illegal. It's distracted driving. Hello.
I made that assessment. And the only times I did get out of the car was when I was live. So I'm having some problems with this whole situation. I'm glad a First Amendment right journalist got a hold of everything and started discussing this case, because it makes me feel a little more comforting, because I have to think that this is the doing of Sumner County, and I don't think the judge is going to buy all of this. Now, I don't know. I have no idea whether.
Well, tell him we're sending him love, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. We are thinking of you. Hearts flying your way. We're messing with you too.
He's going to buy this horse manure or not. But I can tell you, when you got a 15-year-old child missing and you're trying to shut down media and journalistic work, we've got problems. We've got major problems. And we're not talking about some doofus on YouTube that just, is there for entertainment. I mean, we've done some major interviews with some high-profile cases. I was seen on Paramount and Web Sleuths. I mean, we're not talking about a wannabe journalist. We're talking about a journalist that has been aired.
Okay, so here's Betty. First, you try to tell us, one, that you are just a public citizen, normal. Now you're coming on here telling us that you are now a journalist and you are been on TV and you are somebody. You are in the public eye. So which one? You cannot have your cake and eat it too, ma'am. Which one are you? I can tell you what you are, but you won't like it. Anyway, back to your own words. One day you're public, next day you are private. Which one are you, ma'am? Do you even know? Okay, you do not see other journalists, you do not see other newscasters conduct themselves in the manner that you do on a daily basis. This isn't just, I had too much liquor before I got on air and told you what the weather is tonight. Okay, you do this on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? So weird. My membership expired. I'll fix that. That's okay. If you do, you do. If you can't, you can. It's okay. No stress, no mess, GB Falk. No problem, baby. She's nuts.
Publicized and put in documentaries. And they're trying to shut my work down. Well, it didn't work, because even though they don't want me talking about it, we're talking about it because I've got my orders right here. And guess what? I'm definitely allowed to talk about this case. It's a public.
And that's what you've kind of not read, what it means by third party. No talking in a third party way, meaning text, email, social media, stuff like that. Even hashtags, Betty.
Public case. It is a public and a national interest case.
But you, ma'am, have a restraint means refrain from, do not go past the freaking line, restraining order. Okay. Whew.
I don't know what this detective was thinking or doing, but it wasn't about the law. It was about shutting my mouth.
Okay, we're going to have to expire those big ass hoops. I'm sorry. That's so 1980. I'm dying over here. Like, Betty, I want to yank them out of your ears. I want to actually, first, before I yank them, I would honestly just pull you around the yard with them first, because they get on my nerves so bad. I don't know why, but they do. Okay. Get them big old honkers out of there.
And willfully,
in your damn Walgreens reading glasses. Okay, let me be nice today. I'm feeling very honored. I don't know why. Maybe I had too much coffee today. But her Walgreens freaking reading glasses and her damn 1980 hula hoops are driving me nuts. But at least her hair's still half-ass clean from yesterday's bath.
The law to plaster me and to try to discredit me in their community and abroad. This is a huge PR disaster. Absolutely 100% disaster. How confident does the audience, we've got about 300, it's awfully early this morning, but I've got a lot of work ahead of me. We have 282 people in here. How confident are you after seeing this display, law enforcement lynching me, right?
She said, the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. If the shoe fits, right?
Really what it was a lynching, just about, right? Public lynching of me And we have a 15-year-old boy that we've been asking questions on for 5 months and have gotten zero response, got ghosted, got, the middle finger from Eric Craddock's department at the Sumner County Sheriff.
I mean, we could go on. At least she's sitting in front of her damn napkins that are slapped to her refrigerator door. I mean, I'm like, man, why do you have a doggone napkin holder slapped to the front of your refrigerator door? Why made you do it? Why did you choose that space right there? Like, I think this is a good space for a napkin. A paper towel holder. Why would you put a paper towel holder on the front of your refrigerator, Betty? Okay, right by where you sit, because you're too lazy to get up and get a paper towel? Or do you not set your table like with a spoon, fork, knife, plate, glass, and napkins? I mean, what the hell? I don't know. We could go on and on. I don't know why I'm feeling so jazzy today. I don't know. It's this goddamn Chicago air. You see, here's what happens. When you go to Chicago, you get mouthy. If you don't get mouthy, you don't get through traffic. You have to stand in line and listen to everyone else mouth you. So the badness rubs off on you. I'm sorry, guys. When I get back down south, I'll be all nice and gentle again. I'm sorry. I got to, rub too many of these Chicago people. The hell?
Do you feel confident that this law enforcement body has the wherewithal? I mean, since they don't know.
I think they have the wherewithal to slap the cuffs on you again and put you right directly back in the slammer.
Law. We can clearly see they have no idea what the law is, because I was arrested for not breaking a law or violating any type of order. How confident are you that they're going to be able to successfully bring this case home?
Right.
Oh my God, the comments when you were arrested, I was going nuts. Hello, idiots. Do you know BHB at all? She's a great person if you know her. I was so mad because all they wanted was the smear. They wanted the smear. They didn't care about the damage. They just wanted me to shut up. Well, guess what? I'm not shutting up. I'm not shutting.
Let me tell you what, if they have to duct tape your mouth, I bet you that you're going to shut up when they're done with you. This is my opinion. Okay. In my opinion, I bet you if they have to duct tape your mouth and put handcuffs on behind your back, they are going to shut your ass. Okay. How about them guarantee it? I bet you when the judge is done with you, ma'am, you are going to wish you hadn't. Okay, that's in my opinion.
Hang up.
Now, I could be completely wrong, and I will be shocked if I am wrong about this situation over there at Sumner County. Sumner County, I think they're going to hand you a piece of something, bets.
I don't like being in jail. I don't want to go back to jail, but if fighting for my rights requires me another trip or two to that jail, by God, I'm going.
By God, she said she will take one for the team.
Because one thing you don't screw with is somebody's constitutional rights.
But Betty, you're screwing with someone else's rights too. Okay, that's a great shot of you, Betty. Anyways, oh boy. Anyway, you're messing with these folks' rights as well. Ain't nothing come out that said that they've done something to their child. Now, we can have our opinions when that's okay, but you state things as a fact. You incite a community that watches you and that go around and harass these folks and say vile things. Now, see, you're not the police. You don't have a right to accuse anyone of doing nothing. Quit pointing your finger at things you don't know nothing about. Let me tell you, I heard a saying one time that says, don't put your finger where you wouldn't put your pecker. And you have a tendency to do that a lot. Okay? And you're about to get your finger cut off, in my opinion.
And that's exactly what they did. And this detective knew these people were lying. Because she's a detective. She has access to my account. She could have previewed it. She should have asked them for all the information that they had, all the videos of these threats. And she didn't. Or she willfully didn't care and only wanted to help them shut me up. Either way, they broke the law, not Bullhorn Betty. No matter how you look at this, they broke the law. All the people involved broke the law.
All the people. She said all of the people broke the law.
So
all the people, except you, Betty. All of the people broke the law, but you. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee. Okay, Betty, I need you to stand up, turn around, sit down, and rethink your statement, because you said all the people. All the people. All the people broke the law, but you. Ma'am, you really believe your own shit, don't you? I bet you was hell to raise when you was a kid, wasn't you? I bet your parents were like, God, please be 18 and move the hell up out this crib because you are driving me absolutely insane. And then your mama just folded to believe your effery because you're easier to deal with in life just to believe your sorry looking ass than to tell you that you're wrong. And then old Krusty Kettle over there, she just like, oh, she probably in the background shaking her head. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Oh, how much confidence does my audience have from day one?
0.
And it was weird how the locals hack said, leave the parents alone. Don't talk to the parents. From out the gate, Chris was trying to make sure that cameras did not point at his house. When you have a missing child, I have never, and we've covered a lot of missing children. I don't know how many children we have covered.
You've covered them, but you ain't found not one hide or hair of a child yet. Now, what you have done is cause a lot of shit. You have caused a lot of shit in a lot of missing children's cases. All you have to put in the damn search bar is Bullhorn Betty and bullshit. And a lot of stuff comes up. Okay, you are a big pile of cow dung, Betty, in my opinion.
Over these years, but we've covered a lot, maybe not as in-depth as this, but we've covered a lot of missing children, a lot. And I have never, this is the first experience I have ever heard a parent saying, get those cameras off my home. Not wanting to talk to media, not wanting to beg for the return of their child, not being out there in front of a camera with the picture of their child saying, my child is missing. He's got to be around here somewhere. Please check everything. We really need your help. None of that. They went dark for 8 days until the case turned and started leaning to a different realm other than he walked out the door.
But you have no idea what they were doing because you don't live in their house and you don't know what the police asked them to do. You don't know what the sheriff asked them to do. Now, I can say that there was a large presence of police and police on horses and police searching for, I believe, the first 24, 48 hours, I believe. So there was a huge presence. And I know the police were stationed at the home speaking with the parents. So you don't know what the police asked them to do the first week of the disappearance of their child. So you need to back the truck up, big ass, and sit down because you have no idea what they were asked to do. And you have to keep in mind also that these are people that have been military trained. When you get a direct order from someone of law or an officer or something like that, I can only assume, I'm not military, never have been military, but I respect them. I respect the military, and I'm assuming when you get an order from someone that you view as your superior, you're going to take that in heed and be like, okay, they told me what I should not do. And they're going to make sure they do not do that. You know what I mean? So, Betty, some people don't go around the world acting like a damn fool like you. When the police say, I'm going to need you to stay in your home and lock your doors because someone's running around your neighborhood with a damn loaded pistol, most people stay in their house and lock their doors until they say it's okay. You dumbass, get out there and run around the street saying, oh, I've got a life scene out here. We got someone running around the neighborhood with a damn pistol and I'm going to stop him. I'm going to run him down and flop my titties on top of him, because you're a fucking moron.
Meanwhile, law enforcement, I don't think is stupid because they've had murder investigations in their county and they know a liar when they see one. I don't believe he's that convincing because he didn't convince me. And if he convinced some detectives or they convinced some detectives, I would have to be very curious about the mindset of the detectives on his case. Because it's awfully funny that former FBI agents can see through it. Former homicide detectives can see through it, but somehow Sumner County Sheriff cannot. And but they don't understand freedom of speech, freedom of press, constitutional rights like open carry, or how to apply the law equally to its citizens.
Let me tell you, that's what you don't understand. See, you're getting shit confused in that little pea brain of yours. You have to read, but when you're served with an order to shut your effing mouth, that's exactly what it means. What someone said in the chat, they said no means no, Betty. I know that you probably did not abide by those rules when you were a child at home. You just kept doing they said, quit picking your boogers and eating them. And you said, well, I want to do it anyways. It tastes good. And you just kept picking those boogers and eating them. And you've been picking your boogers and eating them all your life, in my opinion. Just doing what the hell you want to do, Betty. Okay. But I think this time you've picked a really big booger. Okay. And you're not going to be able to swallow it, in my opinion.
Pretty horrible PR for Sumner County that has a very large public interest missing person case, a missing child, a 15-year-old autistic boy. It doesn't even feel like they put this much effort
right, booger
into him,
Betty.
at least
Booger
recently.
Betty.
Maybe they have nothing better to do but twiddle their thumbs and watch Bullhorn Betty's show.
No, we're going to rename that for you, the Bullhorn Betty Booger Picker Shit Show. That's the new name of it.
Maybe that's the case. Maybe they just have to tune in, right? They just have to tune in. Nobody's required to watch, by the way. I mean, just in case you don't know, this is a channel. You can scroll up, you can delete, you can prevent me from ever seeing my face again, right? Prevent me from ever seeing my face again.
Oh, I can't wait to see your face with, silver bracelets on and an orange new suit. That's what I'm waiting for an extended period of time. Not because I don't like you as a person, because of what you've done to victims of very heinous crimes. Okay? And missing children. That's what I'm waiting for. And the victims' families, what you've done to them. It's nothing personal with you, Betty. It's just business. Okay? The way you treat people is disgusting and vile. And every dog has its day.
Yeah. But what you can't do is you can't tell me to shut up on my own damn channel about a public case with this much interest in it. That's the one thing you can't do.
Burgers.
Now, people may say I'm obnoxious, and no, I'm confident in the law. And I'm confident the minute I was arrested that it was a violation of my constitutional rights. Confident. Confident so much so that I called the detective and the sheriff out on it. So confident. This is clear. This is not even, middle of the road. Could it be? Could it not be? This is so freaking clear on its face that it
is very clear. You broke the law. And the law is going to probably prosecute you to the full extent. It doesn't matter what type of attorney that you've had your subscribers and viewers pay for. Okay, it doesn't matter. The end of the day, they may plea bargain it out. Something or something. But you're going to be, in big trouble for what you're continue on doing day after day. I just don't get it, Betty. I just don't.
Willfully violated somebody's constitutional rights to literally try to silence them because they didn't like the commentary. That's a big old no.
It wasn't that. Remember getting out of a vehicle and running up to someone's other vehicle and you stopped traffic. You stopped the guy, the Sam's Club. Okay, you went by their house. You talked about their home on a public platform. On multiple occasions. Do you think that's safe? Do you think that those folks feel safe in their home now? When you said that you're going to do whatever it takes to get the truth. Betty, you're going to tango with somebody one day in front of their home, and they're going to knock fire from your ass, in my opinion.
And then proceeded to plaster me all over the news, all over social media, causing me major reputational damage when I've committed no crimes. How? I just want to know how Sumner County is planning on fixing that. Because I'm going to demand them fix this. And I don't see how they can. I don't know how they can possibly fix the damage they've caused me. Never mind the 19 hours I was in jail with a degenerate disc disease, DDD, scoliosis, neck surgery, C5.
Betty. Now this right here is sweet. This right here, I was waiting for her to come on here, and I was waiting for her to talk about all the things that she held with, because she's going to try to have a big fat lawsuit against Sumner County and the way that they mishandled her white ass. Well, let me tell you something, Betsy. You get around pretty goddamn good for someone with all these problems, okay? All right, you jumped out of that car like you was about to win the damn lottery when you seen Mr. Bowersox in front of you. You jumped out of that damn thing like someone shot you in your buttocks. You damn fool. Oh my gosh. I knew it was a coming.
C6 disectomy infusion on hard concrete for 19 hours. They
We
wouldn't
got to slow this down. We got to listen to all this and all its beauty. Okay. She's actually crying up here about poor freaking me. Oh Lord. You broke the law.
I don't know how they can possibly fix the damage they've caused me.
I know, because you haven't been able to move a muscle. You have been bedridden at the local ICU unit since you got out of Sumner County. I mean, boy, it's been rough. You've been put on painkillers. You've been had to have an IV. I mean, it's been rough. I know, Betty. I mean, I know. Everyone, please get a damn get well card and send it to Bullhorn Betty. No, I'm joking. Please do not dox, do not harass, do not do anything to anyone that is being shown on my YouTube channel today. But hypothetically speaking, we should all get her a get well card and be like, we love you, Betty, and we love you, and we need you back, and we're so sorry. Bitch, if you don't slap your own self stupid.
Never mind the 19 hours I was in jail with a degenerate disc disease, DDD, scoliosis, neck surgery, C5, C6, disectomy infusion on hard concrete for 19 hours. They
19 hours.
wouldn't give me a mat. They wouldn't give me a pillow. They wouldn't even give me a blanket when it was 55 degrees in there. I was freezing and in a lot of pain.
Where? Where's the tissue, Betty? Well, let me tell you what you've caused other people. You've caused them a lot of freaking heartache. Okay, talking as vile as you do about them on social media platform. You walked out of that jail just fine and freaking dandy. Quit it. Shut up. Shut up, Betty. Shut that whole entire hell up. And take your freaking earrings out, too. I can't stand them. If you wear them again, I'm going to have to call somebody and tell them to stop selling freaking hoop earrings because of you. Okay? I can't take it. Betty, you're a freaking idiot, in my opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with your old ass. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's well documented.
Well documented. Well, aren't you going to cry? We need you to shed a couple tears to make it believable. I need you to cry. Come on, Bets, you can do it. Shed just a few tears because I need it to be believable.
The officer bruised my wrist transporting me.
No, he didn't bruise your little wrist. You little blonde bombshell, you. Oh,
I deserve that for not committing one crime in their community.
Not one crime. They just go around saying, come here, heifer, we're taking you to jail because you didn't commit a crime. And we're going to cost you some bond too. Get out of here.
This is a horrible PR disaster for Sumner County. And I hope to God
It's actually kind of a disaster for you, in my opinion. You're the one walking around with bruised wrist and a messed up back.
their news organizations, maybe this is something that y'all can do. Start blowing up those news organizations' phones and asking them, why are they willfully burying a major story of corruption in their county?
Betty, tell us about the frisking. We need to know, did he frisk you? Did he feel underneath your titties? Did he touch you on the booty? We need to know, did you like it? Betty, did he frisk you? Huh? Did he get you all hot and bothered and stuck you in a cold cell? Now, I think that's called rode hard and put up wet. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know.
Channel 4. Call Channel 17. Call Stacey Cameron from Channel 4 Nashville. Stacey Cameron, Channel 4 Nashville. An investigative journalist, not like Nick Barris, from what I hear. Snake Barris. It's very frustrating.
Thank you so much.
And all I've ever wanted was to do right in this case, follow the leads where they take me, give you guys perspectives of the nighttime view and the daytime view, everything that I have done from every single case I've ever covered. We've always driven around. We've always went from one.
Yeah, and your back didn't hurt one freaking time. You were out inside of Leilani's house for hours, walking up and down, bending up and down, jumping up and down, hollering up and down, and you are fine. If you do now, was it uncomfortable for 19 hours? Well, sure it was. You didn't have social media, you didn't have your e-cigarette, you didn't have all your vices that you enjoy having in your life. It's made to be uncomfortable. Did you not read that memo? Okay, and this wasn't your first rodeo. Look at your rap sheet. Just because you wasn't convicted of it didn't mean that they didn't take you to the slammer for a couple hours. Okay, Betty? I do recall on one of them, allegedly, that you were running down the street half naked or butt naked. I don't remember which one. Well, either way, what'd they give you then? Did they let you put some clothes on, or did they take you to the slammer naked? You know, come on, girl. This ain't your first rodeo. Locked up. So quit your crying. The crying ain't going. Now, and actually, that kind of pisses me off because some people do get their ass whipped on their way to the county. Okay. They come out with 2 black eyes, broken nose, broken ribs. Why? Because of the color of their skin. Okay. So shut your freaking mouth. Now don't get me going with that shit, Betty. Betty, you are white. Okay. You are proud white. You announce that frequently, that you're privileged white. Okay, you make that very clear to everyone how privileged you are. Okay, so shut up.
Location to the other. We've always been in front of the homes because that's the ground zero. Rescue ride. So the parents could.
So I didn't end up watching the rest of this because I just heard this and I was like, oh Lord, to the mercy. Jesus, Mother Mary, please help me. So I don't know, is there anything, should we actually listen to some more? Is there anything good to listen in this, or was it all just a bunch of crap? Lady K, did you hear when she said the other day Nick Bears owed me $400 from the dog, the bounty hunter interview? Right? No, I did not hear that. That's funny. Yeah, right. He's gonna be like, okay, Betty, come here. Let me write you a check real quick. He'll be like, what? Yep, I like that. Butt naked bed, head Betty. Yep. That's funny. He ain't gonna give her nothing. I still say she knew something was going to happen. She looked paranoid. I believe that, Remy. Good to see you too. I believe that 100%. She knew. She acted way sketch during that. I went less than 24 hours without membership and started having chills. Well, I appreciate you coming back and doing that. That means a lot. Chopper said, oh, yeah. And by the way, my husband explained to me exactly what Captain Ganja did. And that's really freaking cool. So actually, we have an OG in the house. If Captain Ganja informed us what he used to do and all that. So he's like one of the original broadcasters of information and music and stuff through the interwaves. Okay. So he's an original OG. So, maybe one day with his permission, we can kind of share, maybe do a little series on Captain Ganja, because he's like an original OG before even YouTube was out, y'all. Like, he is like an original dude. So anyways, he kind of informed me actually what you did. So that was cool. Okay. All this talk about backseat Betty being naked. I think my husband is headed to chill, right? Smokey, you better go get that shit while good, honey. 92 here. Yeah, someone needs to 92 here. I don't get that. Anyway, I don't know if you guys, is there anything else good in this stream? Because I did not watch the rest of it. Like I said, I was smelling lotion.
It's insane. And
I was smelling lotion and seeing if it smelled like mildew or if it was still good, But we can continue on with it if you guys want to. But I have some other clips that I was gonna, or a clip that I was gonna share with you about what Joe Petito had said about Kevin Ganja 92, as in since, oh, okay, I didn't catch up with the thing. Sorry, guys. I blame it on the brain chemo or chemo brain. I just blame it as I don't read it. I can't get to all of the things sometimes and I skip over it. And sometimes I get lost in the chat. She wants, oh, yeah. Is that she say that in this one? Did she say it in this one, guys? She wants courthouse and the protection. And didn't she say that she's like something bad about the judge? Didn't she say something bad about the judge too? I was like, oh no, she didn't. Now, what will be great is if the judge gets the laptop out, starts to say, oh, did you say that to me, Mrs. Griffin? Is that right? I'll be like, yes, have cameras in there. Yeah, okay, now I get it. Now, yeah, he's the original OG over here. So, in my opinion, I think because Captain Ganja, I just skipped around again, but anyways, Captain Ganja is in a lot of people's chats, so that means he supports a lot of people. He gives a view, a like, and he is entertaining in the chat. So that's huge for a channel, in my opinion. And I think that somebody that's very talented may want to do a tribute to Captain Ganja, because he's like an original OG in these interwebs. And that's just my opinion. But, who the hell am I? Underground radio station. Right. And he said, well, my husband was telling me it was like, they call it something like boat to shore. Now, don't quote me on that, because he was just explaining me like back in the day how it went. Yeah, he's not 92. Now we need to what he's smoking if he is 92 and he's out here on these YouTube streets navigating like like he is. We need whatever the hell he's got that good if he's out here doing like he's doing at 92, baby. Yeah, we don't understand why Captain Ganja hangs out with us. Yeah, we're the uncool people. He's the super cool people. And Chopper does too. And Chopper, he's just a cat. I thought it was a female, and I always called him, hey, babe, hey, girl. I was like, oh, snap. He's not, or she's not. I'm like, well, maybe he is a cat no. So now I've decided he's a cat that identifies as a man. So, yeah, you've heard a lot out, but I like to know who I'm talking to, because I tell you guys a little bit about me. So I just ask a little bit about the, people that come over here and hang out with me, just so, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, we're vibing. I get you. So he goes, I was 31 and 92 and I'm 63 now. Okay, I got you. Everyone thought I was a female until I jumped on panel. I know it, right? I'm like, he's a dude. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. But, just always thinking that we have females in here, right? But I knew Captain Ganja was probably a male, but Chopper, I didn't know. And I was like, I feel so awkward right now. I need to apologize to him, and say, sorry for calling you a chick, bro. Half the time people think I am a girl by the long hair on my avatar, but there is a beard too. Right. Yeah, I figured you were a man. But Chopper, I was thrown way off key, man, like for real. But Captain Ganja enlightened us on what he did. I'm like, then you're original OG on this shit, man. You could probably teach us all a few things, So let's go ahead then, because they say that she starts talking about this damn judge. So we got to go back a little bit because
produce one video in support to a legitimate.
We'll speed it up because I want to hear what she says to the judge. Because I hear that she talking cray to the judge. I think it's this video. I didn't watch it all. Like I said, sometimes I got to take bets and little, spurts because I'm telling you guys, she
investigative reporter that covers First Amendment rights and the law. Not one. At 3 years, they can't produce her one. They tried to produce her videos, but the videos that they produced her, again, not committing a crime. All above board, all within my constitutional rights. Never broke the law. but they can't produce one video. Not one. They had several days, and they were blowing her up. They were blowing her up with a bunch of clip videos. So she's like, she didn't commit crime. I'm telling these yahoos, they have no idea what the law says or how to even interpret it. They have no idea what the elements of harassment require. They don't understand that when you're protesting, it's not harassment. It's peaceful assembly. It doesn't mean it's...
Well, it's not peaceful. Yours are, I'm going to tell you this, Beth. Yours are not peaceful at all. Yours is borderline nuts. Yours is borderline straitjacket. Yours are borderline mental institution immediately. Yours are not that. You're lying. You're telling a story.
Assembly. There's nothing in the Constitution that says we have to stand there in silence. As a matter of fact, it's just the opposite. So people have been angry with Bullhorn Betty for 3 years because they think I'm a criminal and I broke the law. Well, you know, we're about to show that what I do is not crimes. They're legitimate, they're above board, and they're protected by law, which is what I've maintained for the last 3 years, why these people tore my life completely apart and completely down, and now have a stupid ass hillbilly punk sheriff arrest me for no cause. I've never seen this crap
Betty.
in my life. I've heard about it, you know, but I've never experienced
Betty.
it for myself.
You're pushing it. So I have now came outside, guys. So if you hear airplane sirens, what else is here? Gunfire, airplane sirens, gunfire. That pretty much covers it, I think. I'm fine. It's normal. Okay, because I came outside because I don't know if you guys know, but I am a smoker and I don't smoke in the house or anything like that. So I'm outside. So if you hear anything odd, I'm fine. Bear with it.
Until I went to Sumner County, Tennessee, where they don't like following Tennessee law and arrest people unlawfully and detain them unlawfully because it was an unlawful arrest. It was an unlawful arrest, even with the protective orders in place. It was all BS.
You broke it. You broke it. Hey, dipshit. You broke the freaking order of protection.
Megan Fox or Megan Kelly? Megan Fox. Megan Fox. Now you know I'm watching her stream. She did good. She did good. And you heard some of the haters. You guys know the haters arguing with her. And she's like, well, send it to me. If she's done these things, I'll be right
on pause because I seen Captain Ganja, do you really have cataracts? I want to know. There is if so, if you have an email, I'll drop my email and let you know. Right? She said in Chicago, you gotta take a life in your own hands and smoke cigarettes. Well, you know, I'm saying sometimes, yeah, one cataract in the right eye. If are you planning on? I don't mean to get in your business. Well, I'm gonna drop my email because there is a place that I found out that does cataracts. Anyways, I'm gonna drop my email. Okay, I was gonna ask about. It's expensive. I just did it. It cost me $10,000. Because I don't have insurance. I pay everything cash, so I understand that 100%. It was freaking expensive as shit, and you don't do monthly payments. You have to pay for it right then. Every visit has to be paid for before you walk in and see the guy, and you pay for the surgery before you even go into the surgery center. But during my research on is it worth me getting I know I'm going off the track, but having a cataract is very it sounds simple, but it really affects your life in a major way. If they did them for free, I'm up for it. No insurance but Medicaid, and they don't cover the surgery. There is a program that I found out, Captain Ganja, and I want to share that with you. I got to look and make sure I give you the right information, but I can share it in the next live. They do so many cataract surgeries a year for free, what your insurance doesn't pick up. A guy started it because of his sister. So, anyways, I will get the information for you because it's so expensive, but it's life changing and like Mama Bear had them too. When you can't see out of one eye, it makes you all off. So I know I kind of got a little off kilter here. But unfortunately, they had already, and I was going to try to see if I could get some help with my damn cataract surgery, because it's so expensive. And I got a basic lens.
and it's very expensive. But yeah, share it, then I'll watch the live and thank you. Absolutely. I will share that information with you because yeah, I thought it was covered too. If you had Medicare now, because my mom has Medicare and Medicaid, she's retired, and they paid for everything for it to be done, but she got like a basic lens, and everything was taken care of for her. But makes you kind of dizzy when one eye is off compared. It does. I thought I had a brain tumor. I'm just zigzag. I'm just going to be honest with you. I thought I had a brain tumor. My mom had cataract surgery, but her insurance covered it at my age. Right. I'm going to tell you, if there's anything that we can do to help you get something, I'm going to tell you what, man, I'm up for it because it's life changing. I know we always get off the subject, but it's all right. Um, Captain Ganja, if you're a veteran, VA should cover it. I'm going to tell you what, whenever I came out of the cataract surgery, my cataract surgery was only supposed to last for like 10 to 15 minutes, but I had a traumatic cataract from an injury in the eye whenever I was younger, and it just grew to be bad to where I was legally blind in my left eye. Um, they um, took about 45 minutes whenever I came out, and I had my eyes closed, and they said, open your eye. And the gentleman that did my surgery, the surgeon's like, what do you see? And he held up different fingers. And I told him, he's like, perfect. Well, I went out there and the nurses, I was crying. And they're like, honey, are you in pain? I'm like, no, I'm not in pain. I can see like out of both of my eyes. And I haven't been able to do this for a couple of years. And they're like, oh my God, so very, very life changing for me. And I didn't go do it because I thought I'm not kidding you guys. I thought I had a brain tumor. I'm serious. We do care, lady. Yeah. Email me if you have an email so I can get you with that, who I'm talking about. And I know you have to write a letter and they pick so many people. They do a year and the guy is a surgeon and, uh, they do so many a year for free. That's amazing. Okay, cool. All right. Enough about cataract, but yeah, for sure. It sucked. It sucked not being able to see.
On there, send it to me, show me. Everybody just watches me online. So everything that they say I do should be very easy to find. Very easy to find, in my opinion. Well, I was arrested, but it was a warrant from some. I was arrested in Montgomery. They waited until, and this is how crappy the parents are, right? The mom, the stepfather, and the team that they're working, the 3 teams that they're working with on YouTube, right? They wanted to ruin Sebastian's prayer vigil. They made sure that this was all coordinated with the help of a detective that I now question in every major case she's covered. With the help of her, made sure that they strategically did this so it was done at Sebastian's rescue right. So the parents could piss on the boy just a little bit more. Right? You can't even let him have a rescue right. This is how evil and disconnected his own mother and stepfather are.
The police choose when they come and pick you up, moron. The police didn't say, there she is, go get her right now. The police knew exactly where you were. They chose when to come. You want a stunt, they gave you a stunt.
What parents do that? What parents sit on their butt and do absolutely nothing for months? What parents, within 2 weeks at the peak of the investigation, the search, hundreds of searchers out there, and they get in their camper and leave the state? What?
Okay, I'll go in.
Type of parents do this? Right? What type of parents do this? And then, at one vigil, decide to scream at Seth at his truck and leave him go shopping for motorcycles. And then complain that they didn't get the certificate for their award for their son when 2 of them were printed. They should have been there. They chose not to. That was vigil 1. Right? Now this vigil, they made sure, with the help of their criminal YouTubers, crashed something that they knew they were not invited to, while they set Bullhorn ready up for an arrest and made sure the cameras were on me for the takedown of this unlawful arrest.
Okay, we should be good. I'm back inside, so
these are the people that say I'm harassing them, and they got their people stalking me everywhere I go. We got Chris on a podcast telling people where I'm located. We got Chris on another podcast, same podcaster, different time, saying he's going to run me over
Yeah, I came back inside. Sorry if it was choppy. Yeah. So good. Maybe we can get something for Captain Ganja. That would be awesome to be able to do because it sucks. Did you cry after yours too? I did too, girl. So hopefully this sounds better now. I copied the email. Okay. Look out for loopholes. Yeah. If anyone has any connections or anything, maybe with all putting our minds together, we can uh get something, Is it better now? I came back inside, so and whenever helicopters come over, because I'm right in between like Midway and O'Hare, and whenever a helicopter or airplanes fly over, it sometimes messes it. So, oh, you're gonna make a birthday cake for your dad? Okay, cool. Thanks, GB. Yeah, anything. If we can get it done, boy, that would be amazing. And then he can't believe his typing errors on his cataract anymore. Be like, so what's really going on? No, I know what the
Then we have his stepfather showing up where I was just pulled over. How did he know what my car looked like? How did he know where I'd be? What would entice him to get behind my car and take my picture of my license plate? So where's
the same kind of thing that you did, Betty, whenever you got behind and an older man, Mr. Bowersocks, and decided to follow him. Stream it, you not just take a picture. You were on a live video and show the man and his license plate and the type of vehicle that he was driving, that he drives. Now that's dangerous in my opinion.
the harassment coming from me when we have all of this online coming from them? And they did this
Exactly
on Sebastian's prayer vigil where we had a huge turnout. This was done by his mom and stepfather. Right? Why? You gotta start asking yourself why. Law enforcement needs to come to Jesus.
Oh, about them guarantee you're going to have a come to Jesus moment when you go to court. I can't remember. I think her court date's coming up, isn't it, guys?
Themselves. Why in the hell would they get in bed with these people? Because that's what they did. These people that have had CPS in the home, the same parents that allowed this child to be essayed, abused, stuffed in his room.
I don't think that they allowed that. I think that unfortunately happened. I don't think they said, hey, come on over and my son's in the bedroom and have at him at your will. That sounds disgusting, Betty.
Always in trouble when he doesn't choose. Right? He's got to bag up and throw away all of his toys. Pretty barbaric, if you ask me. Pretty barbaric.
Things that you say are pretty barbaric too. I mean, have you ever go back and listen to what you say? It's very barbaric, in my opinion.
Barbaric. And then those people, the same people, now have that same child missing from their home and can't explain how or why. I have problems. I have major problems.
Oh, we know you have serious problems.
The law enforcement out there in the community. I have major problems with the mom and stepfather, and his family. Here's why I believe the family knows something. This is why. Because immediately grandma and grandpa, step-grandma and grandpa, leave. That is very weird and problematic behavior for somebody like me. Leave. Then you have Chris and Katie. Leave. None of the other family came out to help. Not the cousins, not the aunts and uncles, not remember. Katie said during the summer he likes going over to a family member's house swimming. We've learned that's like a little D or big D, right? The guy family, right? Second generation construction, guy family. So why were they out there? Why did second generation construction pony up some money for this child that comes over every summer to swim in his pool? Why didn't he take the day off or give his workers a day off to help and aid in the search of his missing nephew? Why did anybody from that family help? And the people that did help were met with harassment, bodily injury, and arrest for just trying to help and bring awareness to this case. Whether you like my commentary or not, it doesn't matter. I'm allowed to have my commentary. This is America. This is not a third world country. We do not live in China. Why did nobody help? from their family. Nobody. Not
Betty, boy, oh boy, you're getting delusional more and more every day.
the aunts, not the cousins, not the mommy, not the stepdad, not grandparents. Nobody. And they want to shut my voice down. Well, seems like they did a big job about that, huh? One thing I will do is when I know I'm right, I'm right. I don't give a rat's ass who I'm not gonna bow down and kiss these people's ass that just violated my rights and threw me in jail. They can kiss this ass. Play this for the judge. You violated my rights. Do you think I'm a happy camper? You got a 15-year-old boy to be worried about, and you're throwing a journalist in jail.
Betty, quit playing mad. You know this is all an act, right? This is a freaking act. You stop it, Betty. Now.
And that's
See, she about broke a smile right there. I'm like, Betty, you know that was a fake anger.
we'll see how everything goes. You know, it looks like we're gonna be in court. I will be there. People want to know. I told people when I don't lie to my audience, which everybody keeps saying. Oh, she's lying. She's got something up her sleeve. The only time I don't lie to my audience. I just sneak around and do stuff. That's all. Like I'll be here talking one minute, next minute you guys will go live. I'm in Mississippi, or Utah, right? Just to keep the hate channels, because they don't even watch what I'm doing. They're stalking me. So I have to try to work within the means that I have to work within. But I can tell you that this is going to be a great case. Every time that law enforcement decides to mess with me, I'm just going to bring them back to this case and tell them why they want to stay. They will want me just to go ahead and get my job done and get out of their way. Don't interfere with my work. I have a right to be here. I have a right to work.
Well, you can't
I have a right to do the job that I'm doing.
There's citizens. You can't interfere with the citizens that live in that county, but you're intimidating them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. Oh my God.
Do not have a right to harass me. I never read those statements from. I have to be honest with you. I never read the statements on how they got the POs. I never read them. I didn't. It wasn't until Megan read them, and I'm like this is so easily provable right here. It's insane. And for a 20-year detective to make such a rookie mistake just doesn't bode well in my world. I call BS on that. But I think everybody under the sun knows their rights were violated. I think no matter how much damage control some county sheriff is going to do, or the DA, or the court, it's not going to matter. It's all going to come out in the wash. We are planning on doing whatever we need to do, lawfully wise, to make people say they make us go to appeals court. That's exactly where we're going to go. I can tell you that because if we can't get a fair shake in Sumner County with the judges, it's going to a higher court. Period. No answer. It's definitely going to a higher court. They will not violate.
I want to know, did
like I said,
ACLU ever get back to you, Betty, or did they go tell you to piss up a rope?
Something that the DA would just do the right thing and drop the charges because they need to bump charges, but they won't. They're going to have or force them to drop the charges, which is a damn shame because it shows me about the integrity of the DA's office. Just saying. So we will see what Betty is fighting for all you. Not just all YouTubers, Well, I am.
Did we get some breaking news about cataract? Let me get up here. Says Kevin, get your primary care doctor to refer you to an ophthalmologist. They will request a medically necessary cataract surgery after your exam. Your cataract must be visible to the doctor. Let me tell you what, I have a picture of mine. I might show you guys. Like you could see mine with like a flashlight. It was crazy stupid. It was crazy stupid. So Captain Ganja, I'll give you the information too. But yeah. Before I was referred to. Yeah, you guys hear the static now too? What the heck's going on? Is it whenever I talk or audio screwed up? Or is it my headphones? Is it can you guys hear me okay now, or is it whenever I play Betty? Oh, Betty's video. Okay. Just when I play Betty. Wonder why her audio screwed up. Come on, Betty. Did you not pay your internet bill? Did you not pay your internet bill, Betty? So why is she in here talking about the judge? What I want to know.
You guys enforce a number. That's what it's going to take.
Well, we're not going to play anymore if it's screwed up. Yeah, find out and see what if we need to do some more stuff, because we will. I always throw different researching myself online. Let us know if it's not that way, and if you need some help. I'm going to be in the area, Captain Ganja, and I'll be more than happy to do some legwork if I need to. Dude, never be too proud to ask, especially if I'm in the area and I can help somebody. Like I will have no problem. You know what I mean? Even if, even though I would be, not that I want to get information or like anything. I would never put your information out. And I know that you wouldn't put mine out either. It's just a respect thing. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't even have to say that anything happened, like if I helped you, blah, blah, blah. It would be just between us. But if you would need something, let me know, bro. For real. Okay, I'll slow it down. Because I'm going to tell you, life with it sucked like hell. It sucked.
We're going to need cameras. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to need cameras in that courtroom, because I don't trust this. I don't trust the system. I don't trust the system. It's easy to violate somebody's rights behind closed doors. It's much harder to violate somebody's rights with a whole bunch of cameras looking at.
So she's actually saying that she needs cameras in the courtroom because that the whole system there is so flawed that she needs verification. Wow. Still static. Oh man. Okay. Well, we can.
So there is that.
Yeah, we don't have to stream it. I was going to show you the other video that yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her damn video. Wonder if it's StreamYard. I don't know. I think that someone else might have said that StreamYard was not working very well. Well, we could also use subtitles. Yeah, we could, but she's not that important. Ugh. Betty, please seek help. I agree. GB. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it anymore because she's not worth it to me. Have your guys' ears go crazy. I don't have headphones on, so I never really know what it sounds like. But I did want to show you guys that part that I seen about Joe Petito. It was very interesting what he spoke. So I don't know if you guys watched this. I got to back it up just a few minutes here of him speaking. Let me pause it. Hopefully this isn't choppy because this is good information. Good about keeping info secret. At Lady K Talks, that's what the code in private radio. No doxing. We're just big on that. Yeah. I mean, I don't need like, oh, Lady K helped. No, I don't need any pat on the back. It's just something that I dealt with personally in my life. And I know what a big change it does make in your life. And it would be an honor, honestly, to help if I could in any way, shape, or form, because giving somebody a gift like that would be amazing to me, because freaking sight is everything. Until you don't have it, you don't know what you've lost. And if it's a simple, hey, I need a ride or I need to hook up some, dude, bro, I would be more than honored to have that. I know that you, like I said, you're in a lot of people's chats and you support a lot of channels, and that's amazing. And if I can give back any way I can, that's something that I enjoy doing. So anyway. Yeah, and it's all about respect. I mean, we're adults. I respect you as a damn grown ass man, first of all. You know what I mean? So, what would I look like going out here telling your business? That would be very messed up, in my opinion. So, anyway, you know. So I'm gonna show you a message from Joe Petito that was on this gentleman by the name of TikTok somebody. But I'm actually streaming it from Becky from Nonsense. So yeah, this is like, but it's him. She shared it, but I knew I heard it somewhere. But anyways, I found the clip that I was talking about. So everyone's like, no, you didn't hear. I'm like, I did hear it. I know I heard it. I mean, I'm a little, weirdo, like everyone says on YouTube, but my listening skills are usually pretty well. Now my reading skills, they're getting better. But anyways, I thought, I know I heard that somewhere. Where was it? So let me make sure I'm showing this here. Okay. Oh wow. So I bet you that's hard. I mean, I bet he gets frustrated every day because he can't see. I'm telling you what, your eyesight is it's a mug. When you can't see, it is frustrating as shit. My poor hubby, usually we walk arm in arm in a place anyways, like I hold onto his arm, but I was doing it out of safety reasons. Okay. And he got so frustrated. He's like, he goes, I know you have health anxiety. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I had anxiety severely, but I've learned how to cope with it now. But uh, he's like, but I'm going to tell you that you have to go now. Like I'm done with you not feeling secure enough to go shopping because you can't see. Like I'm done. I'm done. You're going. So him and my friend basically hog tied me and threw me in the back seat of our SUV and took me to the damn eye doctor. Okay. And then one thing led to another. And now I'm so glad I did. So anyway. Oh, right. I get it. No, we see you. No, we don't even need to. I don't think you are at all. So we don't even need to say any of that. No, you're not even in the same, you're not even in the same damn lane at that, man. Oh, okay, yeah. So she's the same. She goes, look, I am an advocate for getting the health care one needs. There you go. We got the right people in the chat today, baby. That's awesome. So here he is saying, Joe Petito speaking on, I think his name's TikTok Justin. Justin on TikTok is his name. And he has a YouTube channel. So I want to make sure I share Nonsense's thing here so I don't get a video about how terrible of a person I am from her. Not saying she would, but I need to cover my ass. So anyway, we're gonna listen.
Again, the FBI's not going to give that information regardless.
Let me back it up because I want to.
It's like you have into FBI getting involved. But would be interested in hearing. So when the FBI missing
Joe is on the phone and talking to his microphone. So let me know what the sound is like. And let me see if I can turn it on captions. And then if I need to turn off the audio and read, then we will.
Person list. But I haven't checked it probably in a month or so, but it's usually ranges around 100 people, right? And those, and we know there's a lot more than 100 people missing in the United States, right? So how do those people get on that? And those are active cases where a person is missing, and they're involved one way, shape, or form with a case that they have. And that's how you get on the FBI.
And we know that the FBI has been assisting in this case since jump. Nobody should be shocked by that. We knew from the very beginning that the FBI was assisting.
FBI's missing person list. Like you have to be that. If you're missing and you're involved in a case, way, any shape, or form, then you put you on that list only that way. No, I know it would obviously be speculation. I know that you're fairly familiar with this case. At this point in time, I mean, we know that Seth had a petition going around a couple months ago trying to get the FBI to take over lead in this case.
Does this sound still messy, guys, or does it be all right? I think it might be StreamYard. Okay, so it does sound messy. All right, so should I turn off the sound and you guys can read it? Because what he says is very interesting. Or have you guys already heard it? Let me know. Tell me what you guys want me to do. So she's depending on your insurance, you definitely get a referral, especially if a diabetic. Night vision is the worst. My daughter and I both work in ophthalmology. I'm about ready to retire after 48 years. Okay, retired EMT, I have a question for you. Okay, because this test that they did to me really jacked me up, and I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so they said that my cataract was so damn thick that they used every machine in this damn place and cost me $780 freaking dollars because I was paying cash. And then so then they said, and during this $780 visit, one freaking visit, they put these sucky cups on my damn eye and then shot water through it. Okay. Well, first they numb my eye, obviously. They put these nummy drops on there and it turns yellow and it's disgusting. And then they said, lay back in the chair. So I lay back in the chair and they put the sucky cup on there. And then I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, now you have to remember, like, I will do anything not to go to a doctor. I always think that I have like the last health thing, you know. Like I was having heart attacks all the time. So that's why I'm not messing with Dolly. He has anxiety and he had a heart attack. So I bet you that flipped his freaking mind. All right. Because now the running joke is I'm having high anxiety on one day. I don't have them anymore because I did what my doctor told me to do. And that's meditate. Okay. Anyway, it helped me. It doesn't help everyone. Okay. But anyways, I did some stuff and now I'm better. Anyway, but I get a little nervous sometimes. I get a little nutso sometimes. I'm like, oh hell. I'm like, what is the sucky thing? Well, why do you need to put this sucky thing on my eyeball? Are you gonna suck my eyeball out of my head? But what is that? Yep, that's a test to measure for a what the hell? Brunsent cataract. Okay, so what is there are different types of cataracts, I'm assuming. So I don't know. They didn't say I had that cataract. They said I had a traumatic cataract. Okay. It got to be StreamYard because you're clear. Their audio. Okay, got you. So it's only 2 p.m. here. Well, it's 3 o'clock here. Yeah, it's a test. Yeah, but that thing drove me nuts. Okay. It didn't last long. It did not last long. I want to tell you that, but it was uncomfortable. I did not like it. It made me feel nervous. And can we get a softer, easier freaking way? Okay. And also to anyone out there that's never had their eyes checked, because see, it's very opaque. Yeah, I had one. It was nuts. They did me every test that and I went to a big eye place. Okay. Like they had every test that they known to man in that place. I went through every machine and they're like, we can't see nothing. They're like, how long has this been happening? I'm like, well, I'm going to be on, because I kind of was telling the fib to my hubby because I didn't want to go get this done. Okay. It would have been about close to 3 years. Okay. Since I couldn't see out of this damn eye. Well, you know, it kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So I couldn't see. I was legally blind. But they said, man, we can't see through this. And then the surgeon said, we can't guarantee that this is going to work. We don't know what what's the thing behind your the lens is. I don't know, something back in there. They said, well, we can't really see what condition your blah, blah, blah is. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Well, you may need a second surgery. I'm like, so you're telling someone that hates surgeries, hates the doctors, hates the people. Okay. And I don't hate him as a person. I just don't like it. Okay. And that I may have to have a second surgery. I'm like, okay, listen, this isn't working well for me. So the surgeon is like, well, this is a 9.5 cataract that I've ever seen. In my age, I'm so young. What happened to you? I said, I lived on the farm and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, long story. Didn't need a second one. Excellent surgeon. But they need to get a softer way to put the sucky thing on the eyeball, because that sent me into a whole nother freaking spectrum of my life that I don't want to revisit. I'm like, get the sucky thing off my eye. You know, mine stayed the same for 5 years, no worse, but a pain, and no worse, but a pain anyway. So you have retina issues. Yeah. But if it was a traumatic, retinas, that's what they're talking about. Not if you have a very opaque cataract. That's why they usually do order to do the measurements. Yeah, they did a lot of measurements. They did a lot of crap. Let me tell you afterwards, but let me tell you, they treated me very well. I was going to say about that. If you ever get your eyes checked and they say dilation of the eyeballs, let me tell you, bring a pair of sunglasses because I had never had my eyes dilated before. And they did not give me any like cheap sunglasses or whatever to walk out of the place. And that, keep in mind, I was in the state of Florida whenever I had my eyes dilated and the surgery done. So I walk out of the center after dilation of both eyes. Holy crap. I was like, I'm blind. They done took my sight. You know, and I'm over dramatic anyways. Like that's my personality. So I grab it on my husband. I'm like, they done took my damn sight. He goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, I can't see nothing. Like everything was the brightest and I could not see, but they didn't tell me to put sunglasses on. Right. So, and that kind of wore off like literally 5 hours. Okay, 5 freaking hours with these big ass pupils. It was insane. My vision, I think, is worse enough. I'm looking into this. Yeah, Captain Ganja going to take care of it. In Illinois, your vision must be 20/70 or worse and can't be corrected by glasses. Yeah, don't hurt to check. Yeah, Captain Ganja will look into it and we'll reach out to somebody if we need a little bit more help. But hopefully we can handle it behind the scenes. And it don't hurt to check. If you can get it done now, instead of having to wait till he freaking runs into people at the gas station like I did. You know what I'm saying? I ran into a man. I was in a very populated area outside of Orlando, and I had to go to the bathroom. And I went to the gas station without my husband's holding of the husband's arm, and whack. Let me tell you what, I ran into this man and he about punched me in my face for simply running into him. I'm like, and I didn't see him coming from my left, on my left side. It was funny because my friends would sit at a dinner table with me and they'd just flip me off. I couldn't see anything. I didn't see him. Couldn't see. So I didn't see the man coming from my left side. So whenever I turned to walk to my left, I did not see that man. And I ran directly into him and he like raised his fist to punch me in my face. I'm like, I'm so sorry, sir. I could not see you. You know, in our state, if vision can't be corrected at least 20/40, they won't necessarily do it. Actually, I have I have I have 20 now this may sound something crazy. 20/30 maybe. I don't know, but I can see everything. All I need is reading glasses now. So I don't have a stigma. I didn't have a stigma or anything. I can see long distance. Whenever I went back the day after my surgery, they did like, the little test, what numbers you can see and stuff like that. They didn't have me come back for another. That's exactly who I was saying. That's who it is. That right there. That's it right there, Captain Ganja. That's him. That's them. If anyone needs financial help, the local Lions Club yep, that's exactly who it is. That's them. They do it. That's who I looked into, but it was a no-go for me. If anyone needs financial help, the local Lions Club or Commission of the Blind may help. The Lions Club, they have a great thing. There are some doctors that come together every year, and it just happened. You write them a letter and tell them like your situation or whatnot, and then they picks. I don't know how they choose it. I don't know. I didn't get that far in it. And then they do it for free. Nearsighted in my left eye and farsighted in my right eye with the cataract. Yeah, I don't need glasses for any other reason. But Captain Ganja, the retired EMT, yep, that's who it is right there. That's the information that I have. And they do it, and it's still active because I checked it all out. That's exactly who it is. Yep, that's them. I couldn't remember off the top of my head what the actual name was, but yep. Thank you so much, retired EMT. Thank you so much. And like I said, if it's transportation or anything, email me what you need to make it happen. To maybe, appointment or anything like that, Captain Ganja. I gotcha. I don't need glasses to drive, just to read. Yeah, I just need them to read. Now. And I have to wear those silly sunglasses that they give you. from the doctors after the cataract surgery, and I don't like them. Okay, I just don't like them, but I wear them anyway because they do help. And I follow the instructions that the doctor give me because last thing I freaking need is another damn surgery because I can't stand surgery. And so I'm doing it. I did all the eye drops. I'm going to be honest with you. The biggest pain in the ass is the eye drops. Okay, now I heard that they have like a one and all eye drop or whatnot. But my doctor, the surgeon that I went to, I had to do like these eye drops for like 2 weeks before and then like 6 weeks after. And it's a pain in the ass. Okay, because it's 4 times a day. Like you're out to dinner, go over there, come up see your friends. Oh, gotta go home, put the damn eye drops in, because you gotta wash your hands and you gotta like put it in, you have to have a sterile environment, after surgery because, you got a dang surgery in the damn eye. So yeah, I didn't like that part. But anyway, we're getting way off subject. We always do over here, but that's okay because this is just the chatter's chat, honey. Okay, so we're going to play this. I'm going to turn off the sound because he does mention, you guys just going to have to read. Captain Ganja, time out for a minute because you can't read. You blind as a bat, honey. Blind as a bat, honey. Well, that sounds weird. Maybe if I turn it down.
See, they have, and I hope you had a happy birthday yesterday.
But do you know what, other than obviously already being involved in the case in some capacity, what could have gotten them involved in it to this point? To them, it sounds like at this point, I mean, does this mean that they're taking over his lead as well, or like?
I don't know. And to be honest, I don't believe so.
Oh no,
But again, the FBI's not
fine,
going to give that information regardless. You know what I mean? They'll have an PIO or an information officer, kind of giving any information, as needed. But the fact that they have them on there means they're involved, or at least I would assume they are involved, and that is a good thing. I don't believe a petition would do it, believe it or not. But it had to be something.
Petitions are worthless unless they have action steps, very specific action steps that have to be thorough and very tracked. And with situations like this, they're 9 times out of 10, actually 9.9 out of 10, irrelevant.
That the police found out or the FBI found out and figured out that this is a case they need to be involved in, and they will be. So that's, and prayers to the family, because.
Now I want to pay attention to a quick moment of what he's about to say here, because there's been some heavy misinformation about this part.
And listen, Sebastian's I was supposed to do a live with.
So here it is. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too staticky. But people had said, well, no, that's not what was said. He did it. He didn't do it because of the information about Bullhorn Betty going to be there and this and that. Well, this is what Joe Petito actually said. And I knew that I heard it somewhere. So I wanted to share what I heard with you guys.
Seth. And there was like threats and stuff that we got, whatever. But
there were threats and stuff that we got. JLR has been claiming that was false.
So there you have it. Out of Mr. Petito's mouth himself. There you go. So I wanted to make sure that I was talking about it on my last live, and I'm like, I don't like to say things unless I can come back and absolutely prove it without a reasonable of a doubt. And that's Mr. Petito himself saying that they had received threats and stuff. Is it words? And now I don't know who. He didn't go on to say who or what type of threats or whatever. So I don't know if it was JLR or if it was somebody. I don't know. But at the end of the day, he should have never been threatened. He should have never been intimidated enough not to speak on behalf of Sebastian Rogers. But in my opinion, I think that it may have been a saving grace for him because TikTok Tony, in my opinion, is not a very nice man. In my opinion, from my experience, I think that he will use someone, chew them up, and spit them out. And Mr. Petito has created a very strong community to help people that are in domestic violence situations. He runs some organizations that help victims. So I think, in my opinion, that Mr. Petito, without knowing, was didn't go up on that panel, and it probably did something very well. So Tony threatens and uses people. I agree. Tony threatens and uses people, and I'll have to agree with that statement. In our opinion, he does. We've seen it on the 3 a.m. girls. We have seen it in text messages. That is him saying, threatening things to people. He said, cut the brakes. I mean, that's not funny. You don't say that. What person that says that they're a spokesperson for a father of a missing child goes on and carries on like he does on social media? That's uncalled for. And at the end of the day, it's a circus. He can fire all his monkeys if he wants to, in my opinion. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I shared that, because I hate to be accused of sharing false information, and I don't want to do that. And we're going to switch gears a couple levels here. Have you guys heard about the Venezuelans overtaking some apartment buildings? Now, supposedly it was done in Aurora, Colorado. Some people were saying it was done in Aurora, Illinois. That's not what I've heard. I heard it was Aurora, Colorado. And then last night in the Chicagoland area, in the Inglewood area. I think Inglewood is where O Block is, and some gangs already have that covered over there, in my opinion. But I went to research some stuff on it, and I'm not finding a lot on it. My friend of mine did send me a TikTok on it. So what I need to do is email myself these if I can. I don't know if I can or not. Let me try. Share it. If I can email it to myself. And share what we're seeing here in the Chicagoland area. And then I thought about maybe going down to Inglewood, but it's not a real safe place for me to go. But I would like to confirm or not confirm what's going on around there. Now, Venezuelan folks are supposedly supposed to be, associated with some kind of gang. Well, there's a lot of gang activity that runs around in the Chicagoland area, and I'm not sure how this is all going to turn out. I'm just going to put it that way. I'm just not sure how this is all going to turn out. So I'm kind of interested in it. I'm not sure how safe it would actually be to do that, but I might. I don't know. But I want to show you guys this. I'm emailing it to me now, just once. They had gangs on South Side when my dad was growing up in the 40s. He had them in his neighborhood, but he refused to join. Yeah, did I not send it to myself? I don't think I want to join a gang. I'm not a part of a gang. But I can speak for myself. Yeah, anything that we say in the chat or on this is just an opinion. It's a hoax. Michelle said it's a hoax. Yeah, that's in Kingston area. Is it in Kingston area? Okay. I watched the local Chicago news today, and I did not hear anything on it. So that's why I'm like, Michelle said it's a hoax. Which part? The one in Chicago or the one in Colorado? He acts like his daughter is the only person ever in a DV situation. He got popular because she was pretty young blonde, milking it until the end. Thousands die every year from this. They have no idea. Cassie, I do believe that some of your statement is absolutely true. I think that a lot of times young blonde white people get shared a lot more than other people of color get shared. I agree with that 100%. I'm not sure his finances. I don't know. I didn't check into him that far. But if he is helping other people in domestic violence situations, then I want to give, props to him. I also thought that whenever I looked him up, that he had a something for people of color. I don't know that to be fact, Cass T. I don't want to speak without giving you straight facts, but I would suggest anyone that has any questions or like to find out more information about Mr. Petito to do your own research. So if you want to be rude, Casty, I mean, you might want to go find another channel to be rude to, because I have some options to handle that. But if you like to stick around and chat, I mean, we can too. This is your choice. It's your time that you're going to spend over here telling me no shit or trying to be rude or tell me what I don't know about my effing life, or you can move on and go enjoy yours. It's up to you, or I can just simply block you. It kind of, we can do what we want to do over here. I pay for my internet service. You know what I mean? So, anyway, people are just absolute weird sometimes. Anyway, the one in Colorado is true. Lots of media have it online. Yeah, I'm going to go over here and check my email real quick. I was trying to see if Casty wanted to partake in a civil conversation or just wanted to be fucking rude. Okay. We'll see, right? Yeah, I have some clips of stuff that I was sent. Make sure that they actually loaded up here. Okay, yeah, they did. So this one here is the 911 call. Make sure it goes to it because I'm not on TikTok. So let me just hang on. Make sure I'm not going to put any information out on someone that sent it to me. And let me go back to StreamYard and see if yeah, G.A. Folk, right? Like, gee whiz. Oh, smiley pants over here. Casty. Don't you know we're sunflowers and rainbows over here? The only one we were mean to was Bullhorn Betty. Okay, anyways, we're going to listen to the 911 call. From what I understand, Mr. Petito is amazing, supportive of other DV victims. I get out of the shower to that BS. Gabby was a victim and her father. Move along, right? And I think that he made up I think he has a special so I don't know what to call it. Not a place for people of color that if they're missing their children or something's happening, that they contact, and it's dedicated to people of color. Now, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure because I looked into him a little bit to see exactly what he's done and that. So good to see you. Good to see everyone. Yeah, I think that's what I read, but I didn't verify it. I don't have the link, blah, blah, blah. But please do your own research on him. I think that he is helping missing children of all nationalities. So yeah, but I do think it's true that a lot of people that are blonde and blue-eyed get a lot of attention when they go missing. But here is the 911 call from the Chicago 32R Venezuela. And so let me make sure I'm not doxing anyone here and play it. Okay, let me back it up. I don't know how the sound's going to be. Let me make sure it's on regular speed. What do you want this on? You want it on normal, right? Is there normal on? I don't know anything about TikTok, guys, so bear with me.
Unit 10 citywide person with a gun, 6124 South Pink Drive. Color South 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard and they have motorcycles in the courtyard as well. All their wells are filled. Nothing further is unclear. Yeah, I'm sorry. You headed over to the shop center to the 6124 and chain for the migrants.
I'll change drive.
Right, there's another elevated arrive at 310. There's multiple calls for the gun 6124 Top King. Officer over the disturbance. Large gathering. 32 minutes old shop passing in the building property showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the doorway, all stairwells filled, and nothing further.
So there's that one from the Chicagoland area. Looks like they learned to be right. I guess so. I didn't even have to walk them. Let it get. Oh, what's going on with this? Oh God. Looks like they learned. Lady K, don't have to explain that. I'm here. I'm black, and I understand that was probably a BHB nutcase. Yeah, for me, I really don't know people that are in my chat. I can only speak from my personal experience. It doesn't matter the color of someone's skin in my book. No one knows the color of my skin either. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But I will not tolerate someone being racist. I will not tolerate someone being an asshole. I will not tolerate bullshit. I have always stood up for what I personally believe in. I'm not perfect by no means. I get better every day. But I'm sorry. I guess from where I've lived and how I've grown to be who I am and my friends and my relationships that I have with people and my own family and raising a daughter of color, I have a zero tolerance for any effing thing when it comes to the color of someone's skin. And I will probably die fighting that fight. And that's okay with me because I love people for them being humans. And that's it. I see someone for who they are, their character. And I love people. I love being a human. Okay, I love being a human. I love human connection. And that's what I look for with someone. Not that I don't see them for who they are, but I always try to see them for who they really are. You know what I mean? So, anyways, don't get me started on that shit. Damn it. Wanny, don't get me started on that today. Girl. Exactly how I am too. Yeah, I love what's on the inside, I do. And I love human connection and I like relationships and I like that kind of stuff. So, you know what I mean? That's just me. And you're not going to find anything out on YouTube with me, saying crazy shit about anybody. Find it. It ain't going to happen. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to this email. And because I have another one. But I was really thinking about going and looking for myself because I can only speak from what my daughter shared with me about some immigrant couldn't preview a file. There's a problem playing this video. I don't wonder what that means. Anybody know? I guess I got to download. Okay, then I open the file. Hope I didn't get a virus. Media player. Just once, I'm guessing. How do I share this thing? 32 armed individuals identified by. Okay, so I don't really know what I'm doing here, so I have to go over to StreamYard here. and then get this little. I'm gonna try to share this, guys. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Is it made me uh like do a media player, but I guess we'll have to listen because I don't know how to do it.
Witnesses as Venezuelan migrants reportedly took over a Chicago apartment building late last night. According to multiple reports, the group not only trespassed but displayed arms openly in the building's courtyard, accompanied by motorcycles, effectively intimidating residents and potentially taking over the premises.
6124 South King Drive, callers says 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles.
So that sounds like just like the call that we just heard. And no one's been removed. No one's been removed. Good afternoon, Lost Voices with Jackie. It's good to see you. Oh God, Mama Bear's probably on it. She'll cuss somebody out too. Mama Bear will cuss somebody out and throw them out on their head. Let me tell you. Yeah. Uh, no, Winnie, our only idiots get removed. You're good. Yeah, I didn't see it, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying to get that video to work, but I think it was just the same 911 call. So I was kind of wondering, if it's really going on, because some people are saying that it's not true, it's a hoax. You know, it's not what it is. So I don't know if it is or not, but um I don't know. Should I go down there? I think it's in Kingston, but like I said, I know some Chicago police officers, and maybe they'll give me a little ridey ride. Maybe we can go for a ride in a police car, guys. Be like, let's go for a ride. I don't know. Honestly, I'm going to be truthful with y'all. Let me tell you, I don't like riding behind Chicago police cars in the city. I'm like, let me back up. Because they shoot the cops, okay? I have a cataract. I plead the fifth. Everything that he does is a cataract, guys. He can't see shit. So anyways, I'm like, nah. Um, I am a little bit article Newsweek dated September 2nd. Yeah, and it was I believe it was yesterday. So um I don't know. I would like to go and check it out for myself. I don't know. I'll bet it took me 48 years to become a funny, sarcastic meanie. Yeah, right. It took me all these years to become. Yeah, it did though, because I was always so serious in my life. I worked a serious job. I had serious responsibilities. I was raising, many people to become adults. I'm like, oh shit, life's serious, man. So then, whenever I don't have to do that anymore, because my kids are grown ass adults and blah blah blah, I could be a meanie poo poo head. Anyway, I was thinking about it, but I don't like to go follow. I don't even want to be in the same car with the Chicago police, because they might get shot before a regular person would. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I know you, but you're not safe. You, sir, are the enemy. Like in most cities, you're like, yeah, I'm riding with the police. I'm cool. Baby. Not around here. Stay at least 4 car lengths away from the police. Okay, like let 4 car lengths away from the police, like 4 cars ahead. Whew, baby. Okay. I grew up being sarcastic, right? Okay, so she said I'm in Texas. In my city, they just arrested a group of immigrants or migrants living in a smaller apartment complex packed with pew-pews. Well, I can tell you this. My daughter used to live in a suburb area, and she had bought a condo, like I said, 5 years ago. And this past year, the person that owned it was an HOA. So you own the condo, but not really. You know what I mean? Um, so the complex that also rented condos out, people could rent their condo. Like if you own it, you can rent it. A lot of the owners out there made a deal with that city to rent the apartments to immigrants, illegal immigrants that were over here. Because as people know, Chicago is a safe state, a safe city. I'm not sure the political name for it, but anyway, um, yeah, condos and HOAs, terrible thing that she did, but we she learned. So the people are now renting it to illegal immigrants that are here, because they were sleeping in all the police stations everywhere on the floor. It was terrible. It wasn't healthy for them either as humans. I mean, they are humans at the end of the day, duh. And they needed to be something needed to be done. Not enough shelters, this and that. So they made a deal with the government to be paid for the illegal immigrants to sleep there, and live in an apartment. Well, unfortunately, when they come from other countries, and a lot of she said, my daughter had mentioned to me that they were from Venezuela. They spoke Venezuelan. I guess I don't know what the language is there. I don't know, and they don't know the rules that we live by here in the United States. So they just think that it's open free for all. This is her opinion, and they'll just walk into your apartment like, "Hey, you got a hamburger? Hey, you got milk?" And they just open up your refrigerator. They tried to steal her fiance's vehicle. And they couldn't get into his, so they stole the one next to him. Um, so a lot of things started happening, and they pretty much were ran out of their condo, because of safety issues. Um, so is that type of stuff happening? Yes. Um, are they gang related? I don't know. I mean, she never mentioned that. Oh, they had these kind of tattoos and they were with this gang. No, it was majority of men, just coming into your apartment, opening up your refrigerator, taking food, and walking the hell out. Now, should you shut and lock your doors? Absolutely, of course. But one time you don't, they check the door, they come, things happen. Do they watch you and stalk you and take your Amazon packages? Yes. That's exactly what happened on several occasions. She had it. By the time she got out there, the guy was walking into his apartment with it and pretty much slammed the door in her face. It happened to her. Then they sold their condo and now they live in the western suburbs. But yeah, it hasn't happened. Absolutely. Are they just now bum rushing apartment buildings and say, get out of your apartment, we're taking over? I'm going to be honest with you. From the stories that I was told from my own flesh and blood, I don't see it being too far fetched. I'm just saying, because of the different type of laws that are in their country. Okay, just because of the different type of laws that are in this country. I watched JLR and Magnolia's live about it. It was interesting and scary. When did they do one, Dana? Do you know? Was it today? Are they in the Chicagoland area? It would be funny to run into JLR. Maybe me and JLR can go together down to Kingston. Retired EMT said, she older than you, Captain Ganja. You're not the oldest person in here anymore, so take that, Captain Ganja. So do I find it plausible? I do. Do I think, and I'm going to tell you, we sat and watched the afternoon, not Chili's at Lady K. Have I sat and watched the afternoon news? The 11 and 12 o'clock news? Absolutely, I have. I wanted to see what they were going to say about it on the news. And let me tell you, nothing is happening here in colors also. I'm Amy H. And where's that at? Specify, Amy. So I don't know. And I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to tell you, I think that you mess around with the regular gang members that run like O Block and shit like that. They might FAFO. Oh, I was like, where's Colors? That's a place I didn't know. Right? She said Colorado. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not saying it. I'm here to say it's not too far fetched in my book just because my daughter was lived the experience. Okay, lived the experience. They think what is yours is yours to share with them. Um, not I'm not going to say everyone. The people that she had run into, the gentleman that's from Venezuela that she had run into. Okay, they normally aren't give passports to enter the states because they are a lot more violent. They have been going through Mexico. Well, we all know that they're crossing the border illegally. Okay, last week sometime it wasn't directed at Chicago though. I think Colorado and New York they weren't on site. Okay, yeah, I don't put it. I'm not saying that it's not happening. Okay, at first she was like, at first she was like, well, this is interesting. And please keep in mind, my daughter is of the age that she is. Let me see how I can say this without sounding odd. Um, she's for people wanting to come over from other countries and getting a new life, come to safety, but do it the legal way. Um, she's for, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to go into that. But, anyways, at first she was saying, well, this is interesting. And then it turned into, they're taking our shit. They're coming in our house. They're stole our vehicle, you know, and there's no documentation on them. So then what did the police do? What can they do? You know, so the news will not report on this. It doesn't fit their narrative. Well, I didn't see it this afternoon on the news. Now I'm going to watch again at the 6 o'clock hour and see if I see anything because we want to know. The people have the right to know. That's why I was like, well, maybe I can get my hubby to come down there, take me on down there and find out what's going down at the in Kingston, but that's not a very safe place to go. What are you doing? So, this to see. Language of Horses. Oh, that's a cool name. Well, welcome. I haven't seen you in here before, but that's a cool name. I was followed and harassed in a grocery store by two migrants. They wanted me to get money from Western Union and put it in my bank. Yeah, see, that's crazy. Yeah, don't be doing that. Be careful. You live in Colorado? So have you seen an uptick on apartment buildings being taken over by immigrants? Now that's what I'm thinking. Like, what do they mean by being taken over? Like just being, you know, I guess it was that they were standing there with guns and, you know, the residents that are paying. Yep. My dad came here from Egypt 40 years ago. I'm all for people coming over here for a better life, the right and legal way. My dad feels the same way. He did it. And it was hard as hell for him, but he did. Yep. My husband's family's from Spain. His mom's from Spain, and she did it the right way too. As a teenager, I was hit by an undocumented person and they left the scene. I was left with seizures, and the driver was left with a nasty head injury and ended up dying. Oh my God, that's terrible. See, that's the things that need to be shared. I think that people have the right to come over and do it the legal way and then be held accountable, just like everybody here as a citizen. We're held accountable. That's what gets me is as a citizen, we're held to uh, be accountable if we break the law. We get the book thrown at us if we break the law. You know what I mean? So they should have too. She at Language of Horses. Have you seen that Hell's Angels Anywhere is a BS? I haven't heard anything about that. That this is not the same. No, I was just talking about that.
the other night. This is definitely not, or the other day coming back on Sunday. This is definitely, even with my age, it's not the world that we grew up in. And people don't care for each other either like they used to. You know how you used to be able to walk down to the grocery store and pick you up some candy and walk back? You would dare to let your kid walk down there at age 7 and get him a piece of candy. They won't come back. Someone will snatch them. It's crazy. I don't care if you sneak into the country, please. Yeah. I mean, if you have no other choice and you're fearing for your life and you're running, just be a good person. But that's not always the case. You know what I mean? It's not always the case. It's not fair to those legal immigrants who went through hell. Exactly. And just like my husband's mother, every year I think, or I don't know when she had to go, but she has her card. There's this like thing that she had to go get stamped. And every single year, was it your great grandma? I'm sorry, your grandma. His grandmother had to go to the embassy. What was it called? You used to be able to go to the post office and get it done. And then you had to go where? She had to go reapply basically every year for her green card, and didn't miss a year. And she had another rule that they were not to speak Spanish in her home. If you're in American, you're speaking the American language. And this person here said, I had Mexicans roofing my house about 2 months ago. They made themselves at home on my porch and plugged in their microwave at lunchtime. Yes. And left their trash. Yes. I can verify that to be true because I was sent pictures of that. But we don't know if they were illegal or if they were legal. So um this person here kind of got upset. And then guess what this person did? This person decided that she was going to be kind. And because we do what would Jesus do in a time like that, right? Anyways, come to think about it, I honestly say that I have never seen an illegal immigrant here far as I know. I don't believe there is a lot of illegals. Well, I don't know about your count where you're at, but I can take you to a few places just in the Chicagoland area that there are lots and lots and lots of illegal immigrants. This is what do they call it? A sanctuary city. Technology, I have to stop that comment. There are no official language in the United States. Okay, that's that that's I can understand where you say that. Yeah. But let me tell you what, it's hard though when you're trying to communicate with someone and you don't speak the language. I really wish I knew another language. I really wish I knew another language because can you imagine all of the great conversations I'm missing out on? Because I really love people. I really love it. I love to stand in the grocery store and talk to the people I come across. I love it. It's so much fun. And now I've limited myself to only people that speak English. And I've tried to learn another language, and I'm not good at learning that kind of stuff, but I really want to. But I'm still kind. I'm just thinking about all the damn conversations I'm missing out on. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Look at Puerto Rico. They're Americans too, and they speak Spanish and English. Exactly. I wish that it was mandatory as we begin kindergarten that we speak another language because we miss out. And I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart because I would love to be able to talk to people that speak a different language. You know what I mean? I'm missing out on a lot of conversations. It was yes, it was still rude. They should have knocked on your door and asked for permission, but they didn't. Was rude because I wouldn't just climb up on somebody's porch and just plug in my microwave and heat up my food. I agree. I'm struggling learning Spanish here in Spain. Oh, you're in Spain? My husband wants to go to Spain so bad. Chopper. It says, I agree. I'm struggling learning Spanish. My hubby wants to go to Spain really, really bad because he's from there. His family's from Spain. He knows how to speak a little bit of Spanish, but not a lot. Not enough to teach me nothing. I'm in Texas. The migrant intake center is less than a mile away from my house. My vehicle was ransacked and they walk the streets at night. It's really scary. And I think that it's because of the different laws that people have in different countries. Or maybe the police don't do anything in other countries. I don't know. I don't know why when these folks want to come over to the United States and they just act like they're just wild and crazy. It's party time. I don't understand it. Yesterday, a Hispanic tenant mistaken my mom for being Hispanic. I ran out of the office and told him he might want to run too. My mom is Native American tribes. They look on her face was priceless. They had asked me, no problem. So I felt bad and yeah, bought them popsicles. See, you made some friends. True, I speak French, English, Arabic, and Spanish. Love to have the ability to share my cultures and learn about others, right? I wish I could speak it. I'm telling you, I wish I did, but I can't. Yep, I'm from Oklahoma and I live in Spain. That's amazing. So Chopper, my mod in here, hubby, he was from Oklahoma, but he lives in Spain. He said it's a beautiful country. Well, Lady K, I know they are not even letting kids over when dad is here and stepmom went to get the kids and they were not letting them over. Yeah, and that right there's a whole damn another mess. That right there's a whole nother freaking mess whenever the kids and the parents get uh separated and then the kids get lost. Now see that to me is inhumane. I don't. Okay, here's the deal. Just because they've broken the law doesn't mean that they should not know where their children are. You know. See, I have such conflicting views on immigration, illegal immigration. It's very complex to me. Um, I don't know, and I think that there's different levels to it. In my opinion, you know, English is not the official language, but it's the most widely used language. It may not be in the years to come, right? Well, yeah, that's true. I just assumed that it was the American language, but actually it's not the first language. That sounds stupid for me to say, but that's the only language that I know. So, obviously without thinking before I speak, that's what I said, but I can see what you guys are saying. So thanks for, correcting me on that. Yeah, yeah. Uh, does anyone watch South Park? I don't really watch a lot of TV. I watch the news, but um, she's like, hi, I'm from Oklahoma. Uh, oh, yep, the food is great, Spain, even though I'm missing fried okra. I'm not a big fried okra, but my dad sure liked it. Does anyone watch South Park? I don't really watch a lot of TV. It's because they can't get real jobs without the green card, so they turn to crime to survive. And I agree with that too. I think that that's a lot of truth to it. So I don't know if living here is better than where they are, running from, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's any good answer, honestly. Stepmom is a United States citizen. Chopper is lucky. My husband would love to get me on an airplane and go there, but baby, it ain't looking good. Right? We're all waiting for an invite, bud. Make sure to give love today's live. Yes. Don't forget to hit that doorbell when y'all come in. Don't be rude. and hit the doorbell when you come into my house. I offered you my lazy boy to sit back and recline in. I forgot to offer you a drink though, so hit the ice maker and water and get you a cup out the cabinet. Now listen, I'm not a good host. You gotta if you get it and you see it and you want it, eat it. But sit down on the recliner, put your feet up, relax. But don't forget to ring the doorbell when you come in, for the love of Jesus. My granddaughter is learning Spanish in high school. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, learn all you can because it'll be amazing to be able to speak. I'm listening out on everything about talking about everything. You know, can't even order any food off the menu, some good food, so I get stuck with the same shit a fajita, because I don't know anything. I wish I could. That's awesome and impressive. Me, English. I can't even freaking announce some of this shit. Black, Celtic, Irish, and a little Spanish. Well, everyone read hers because that's out of my damn English vocabulary, honey. Just say no to blood sausage. Honey, I ain't gonna eat nothing that sounds like that. Uh, this is great. Weeping Water's language, no matter what, it opens the mind. Yeah, you know what? And my grandfather, he's passed away now, but he was 93. Let me tell you what he was learning. Spanish. He had he had his damn recorder and his cassettes. And he was determined. My grandma passed away a long time ago, and he dated a woman that spoke Spanish, and he wanted to be able to communicate with her. So he was learning the Spanish. I said, "Well, Grandpa, good for you." But fajitas are good though. But that's the only thing I can order because that's the only thing I know how to say. Yeah, you guys will learn something about me. I can barely speak my language that my mom and dad taught me, and I speak half of it. I have some of my husband's accent with a lot of damn twang and country in me. I apologize. But it made me through my life so far. So, American. Oh, well, heck. A la- oh, 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 my God. See, now we're having damn Weeping Waters. Okay, don't come in here and try to school me, honey. Don't even do it, Weeping Waters. Okay, trying to be all jazzy. I saw blood sausages on TV and it doesn't look tasty. The whole name sounds disgusting to me. Weeping Waters trying to come in here and try to school me, uh, trying to take me to damn, you know, history class and English and girl, if you don't cut it out. So I draw the line also at snails. Ooh, I'm not eating no snails. And another thing I don't eat is liver. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, it smells delicious when it's cooking that good old liver and onions, honey. That shit smells good as hell. But once I stick it in my mouth and I swallow it, the aftertaste, woo, I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Try sea snails in Spain. It's funny. She only takes vitamins daily to have them all them issues. Oh, I think Deborah, we're saying hi to you, Deborah, but you're behind. You're on the replay crew, but we love you. Deborah said it's funny. She only takes vitamins daily to have all those issues. Deborah's watching replay. That's funny. But Deborah, when you catch up, we're saying hi to you, honey. But right now we're talking about blood sausages, Spain, and illegal immigrants. But thanks for coming in. Blood sausage seems better than gray hamburger. Bets was frying online. That's this gross. Can it be? Where you been, girl? Where you been? That's funny. I was drunk in the only way I could try it. Well, I'm not trying any of that stuff. Mm-mm. Mystic Butterfly, where you been, baby? It's good to see you. We're just kind of like chit-chatting. Now, we watched, you know, Booger Picker Betty. we officially named her Booger Eater Betty. And we watched, Joe Petito talk about being harassed. We found that clip. And then we talked about the illegal immigration and immigration. And now we're talking about I wish I could speak other languages. And now we're just, having a great afternoon. It's so beautiful outside, you guys. If you are inside right now, you have got to take a moment to go outside and just sniff the air, put your feet in some grass. If you don't have grass, go find some. It's it is gorgeous, you know? Okay, Chopper said, have you ever had migas? No, I'm probably gonna say it all wrong. Yeah, you miss Burger Eater Betty. I have never had that, Chopper. Oh, yep, you miss Burger Eater Betty. Oh, she on her same old crap, you know. She's up to her set. What is that, Chopper? Explain. We're talking about Booger Eater Betty and food. Oh God. Okay, much love, y'all. Got to get ready for a video. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it turns out. Oh, there's a bee by me. Hope it turns out well, and we'll see you on the next live, girlfriend. Yeah, we've just been hanging out now for a little bit. It's 4:05. I've been on here for almost 2.5 hours. I'll stay on here for a few minutes, and then we're gonna. Who else is on tonight, guys? Anybody give me some clues on who's doing what this evening? I'm about to go work out at the pool. Oh, good for you. Man, I miss my pool so bad right now. Mm. Can it be? So who's going on tonight that we're all going to go watch? I don't know. From south of Spain, it's a pain in the ass to make, but it sure is good. I'm gonna have to see if my hubby knows anything. My husband and I are foodies. We really enjoy food, and a lot of times, right, man? Mom is live at 4:45. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what she's talking about. I'm gonna go over there too, you guys. If you want to drop her a link, Kenny, you can if you want. BHB spewing garbage, I'm sure. Absolutely. She done threatened the judge. She told the judge he could do something. I didn't watch it all, but she said that the jail tortured her, that they abused her when they had her in lockup for 15 hours, you know. Yeah, I've caught a couple of the ones that she has done. I like her so far, so good. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, Dana, she's doing the same shit, different day. Does anybody know when her next Bullhorn Betty's next court date is in Tennessee? I think it's coming up. Oh well, no, it's not till the 10th, right? I think our next one is the 10th. Yeah, the 10th. So maybe we'll have to. I don't think I think I might still be around this. Yeah, September 10th. I thought that's what it was, but make sure. I don't know if I'll still be around, if I'll be where I'll be at, what part of the United States I'll be in. It'd be great to go, wouldn't it? Her arraignment, right. September 10th for Chris. Or are they gonna do it all in once? 9th, 10th. Hope she does not try to get political refuge status in Canada. That is something. She was out there threatening the damn people. I said, "Oh Lord, Betty, your attorney's gonna make $1 million off of you. Your subs better goddamn cash in their 401ks because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it, Tootsie." She's really gonna need it. But if I can get, it's gonna be a circus. She's got Seth coming and all. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Kenna, are you serious? Kenna says it's gonna be a circus. She's got Seth coming and all her subs. Oh my heavens to Jesus. 2 p.m. on the 9th is a motion hearing on the violations. 10 a.m. on the 10th is the first appearance on the violations hearing and Chris protective order hearing. Thank you so much, Lost Voices with Jackie. So that is the lineup for the bets. And Michelle says, 9th for motion, 10th for CP, and trial of violation. Thank you very much, Michelle. Waiting for her to say she's a sovereign. Right, me too. Oh my gosh. So I wonder how many subs of hers is actually going to show up. But don't she have a couple of court dates this month? I know the 10th, but yep, they right 9th and 10th, it sounds like. I don't know if she has any in the state of Illinois, not sure. Seth said he was going to be there to support her. Oh, I bet he is. I think there's a little bow chicky bow wow going on over there, in my opinion, but what do I know? She keeps bragging, bring all the cameras. First time parents have been together in 6 months. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be a clown show. Absolutely. On her end. That's and I don't think the judge is going to be very supportive of those actions if she does. Then the 13th, God almighty. She's trying to get court TV. Court TV don't want nothing to do with her. Oh my God. Oh, Chopper, sorry, I didn't see that one. She goes, I can't believe she still has followers either. I can't believe it. If Court TV and them show up, they won't. That's stupid. Oh, Uncle Vinny, he's not showing up. News Nation, I don't know too much about them. But Nick Bears, I bet he'll be there. I think the 12th she has one. Oh my God, she thinks she's a celebrity. All of a sudden, she's a celebrity in her own damn mind. She is a nutbag. I want to say 9th, 10th, 16th, 22nd, 20th. Holy cow. If those are all that she's got, what the heck? What in the hell? She's really going to be, oh my God. Jay says that Crime Buzz with Jay is BHB channel too. You know what? I heard that too. Um, but one of the channels that people were accusing being Betty, the lady went live while BHB was locked up. But I don't know if it's that channel or not. So, you know, I wish I could remember the name of Betty's other channel. She's using a voice changer. Yeah, one of the channels that's being said that is Betty's, the lady did go live while Betty was locked up. But I don't know if that's anyone that anyone's talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go out. Betty has the one channel that I watch. Sometimes I jump onto her crime story because I know that she posts there sometimes. But I'm sure that she has a lot of alt channels. I can guarantee you she does. Crime Buzz. Okay, JLR will probably. Oh yeah, if he's around, he will. Sure. If Kenneth says yes, Crime Time Buzz. Listen to it. Okay, I will. I'll go over there and check it out. Unbelievable. She's something else. Do you guys think that the judge is going to put the hammer down on her? One of her mods could be using a voice changer. True. That's true. That's very well true. Yep. It could have been one of her mods. Just, you can give people permission to go on to your YouTube, and that could have been them. Very well could have been. You're very true on that. Do you guys think that the judge is going to put the hammer down? I honestly think that the judge is not going to play with old bets. I think she's going to get exactly what she has got coming to her. You should not be treating parents of a missing child in this fashion. Now, if the parents ever get charged with a crime, then do what you think is right, I guess. But they're still not found guilty. You know, I wish we had cameras to see what's going on, right? If I'm going through that area at that time, which I don't know if I am, I'll stop by there. But I am going to go to the Orlando with the Stephen Stearns case. I'm going to that. Now, if I can go live, I'll go live as much as I can. That the courts will allow it. The judge is fed up with her antics. Definitely jail time. I'm thinking that she might see a little or a hefty ass fine because they may plea bargain it out or something. But when you violate an order of protection, and then if they're just racking up the counts because she's continued on violating that order of protection, I think she might see some jail time. I think they released I think they released the documents of the VPO. Yeah, I seen that on. I was watching Queens today, and I think that they read over some documents. I don't know. BHB read her PO the other day. It didn't say anything about her talking about any of them. My opinion on that is the third party stuff, meaning in the text messaging, messages, stuff like that. So, um, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's interpretation because if you Google it, then it kind of, I guess it's interpretation, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? That's mama it up. We really need an attorney in chat that's licensed in Tennessee to break down. I know. I wish I knew somebody in Tennessee. Now I do have a couple of friends that practice law in the state of Illinois. However, that they really don't feel comfortable coming on because they do have a license and all that, and they just don't really feel like giving it an opinion on panel of something like that because, I mean, it's kind of silly in their eyes. But I wish I would. I wish one of them would. Not that the order. Let me clear that up. Not that the order of protections are silly. Dealing with Betty would be silly to them. They'd be like, for real? We can hide their faces and get right. I need a voice changer if I could do that. Just like whenever I was talking to the Chicago cop, he's like, well, I'll give you some information. I just don't want to come on panel. And I was like, I got it. In BHB stream, BHB said the judge can kiss her ass and told to show the judge it too. Exactly. That's what I heard that she said. So it's going to be absolutely perfect whenever the judge breaks out the laptop on his, desk there and say, "Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, did you say that, Bullhorn Betty? Well, let's rehear what you had to say on this live before court, blah blah blah, and listen to it. That'll be amazing." You know, that Megan Kelly is a real piece of work. She thinks she's an attorney. Yeah, I heard that she's not an attorney. She just thinks she's an attorney, like Bullhorn Betty thinks she's an whatever she thinks she's been working since she's 2 years old too. So there's no gag order on these cases. That is true. That is true. But whenever you're ordered to not speak of or about, but we'll have to see how it's interpreted. None of us are really attorneys. So now I heard they're looking at Tony next in line. That's what I heard down. Oh boy. Now see, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting, Chopper. That'll be interesting. Well, I guess whenever the judge does have his say and she stands before him, we'll see what happens. No one really knows how that he's going to interpret what she's done, you know. But going to that vigil or that ride, I think that wasn't good. And I don't understand why Bullhorn Betty just won't leave well enough alone. If someone asks me, do not do this, then I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Says I have 2 things start. Oh, okay. That was nice. Mama Bear and like come remember that was nice. Nothing was mentioned about not speaking about the cases. That is true. I mean, we didn't not sure it is the judge who will do the kissing, right? Nothing was mentioned about not speaking about the cases. I wonder why Betty is doing all this in the first place. It's on the exactly. There's a lot of missing children out here. So why doesn't she come about, right? G-Bay Fox said at Chopper, I heard the same thing about 1202 Tony. Interesting how that all plays out, right? And just like we heard Tony saying that I put a a layover on his wee wee or whatever they people think it is. That's not true. And that came out in messages that it was really whatever. It was a green screen break of his own accord, not mine. What did she say? She said, but social media platforms are a communication contact by third party. The judge is going to tell BHP, oh, really? How about 10 years, BHP? Oh, shit. 10 years. I wonder how he will try to spin this. Oh, boy. Money, fame, and grifting. Yep. And that's terrible. That's terrible. And she's taken people from a lot of her followers are older, in my opinion. And these people could probably use their money for something else, but they feel sorry for Bullhorn Betty and they're going to give Bullhorn Betty money and they're going to help Bullhorn Betty. And it's not okay in my book. That's why I talk about Bullhorn Betty. If Bullhorn Betty took the energy she was using for doing bad in the world and do good, she could really make a change in the world. She really could. But she chooses to go about it in a vile, disgusting way, in my opinion. You know? She goes about it in a disgusting manner. You want to know what makes me think, what the fuck? What? What, Chopper? I've seen a judge do it to someone 10 years for some remarks here in Colorado. Whoa. If you can't get Mama it up at that link, you can look Mama up. Don't forget the asterisk after. Okay. I think I might have been subscribed to her. I'll look right now. Social media platforms are protected from liability for content posted by third parties by Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act. That's interesting. That's a lot of children. 460,000 children are reported missing each year in the United States. So that's an interesting Lost Voices with Jackie. That's very interesting. So are you guys all subbed up to Mama in It Up? Right, Chopper, that's so sad. That is very sad. If you guys aren't, I think that's where a lot of us are gonna go to here in a few minutes. To see what she's got to say tonight. That is very sad. Okay, well, I think that's where we're all gonna head to. I think she said at 4:45. That's where we're gonna go. And not everyone is only looking at one out of yeah, exactly. 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 I'm not a BHB fan, but freedom of speech is all right. Yeah, I think that we should have a freedom of speech. But in my opinion, whenever you start to violate someone else's freedoms and stuff like that, or it feels like a violation to me. I'm not sure if it's really a violation, but to me, in my opinion, it kind of feels like a violation, you know? Lost Voices with Jackie, it kind of feels like she's violating them in a way, you know? How good is it whenever I kick a dog when they're down? You know, whenever someone's lost, their child is lost, and there's no evidence showing that they've done something, and a content creator comes on multiple platforms, not just one platform, but multiple platforms, saying that they've murmured their child and how they may have murmured their child on a daily basis, on multiple times a day. Is that not violating them some way? I mean, it might not be, but to me, it kind of feels like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I get it. We all have a right to voice our opinions. I get it, but I agree not tearing up any of the parents. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, I don't know if it's a violation of anything. I don't know, but it seems like it is to me, you know. If everyone that claim they care about missing kids, why not direct this energy at the other missing children, right? And that's what I've been trying to put together is like a slideshow of missing children, but I don't not real good at the computer stuff. Like I managed to get through this okay, but it's taken me a while to get here. But you know, and like one day a week, just let it run 24 hours a day, you know. I don't know, do something because there's just a lot of missing children. And then I try to pass out missing children's flyers, or at least Sebastian's, whenever I was traveling at the rest areas. And you can't do that at rest areas. I don't know if you guys do that. Knew that you can't. Um, but like at a rest area that you pull over that each state runs, they don't allow you to do that. So, you know, let's see what she has to say. If they are not guilty, they have a different case, but first the focus must be on Sebastian to find him. Yeah, that's the thing. I wish they could find him. Lost Voices, that act protects internet providers, not BHB. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to give up. I'm going to keep trying. And my daughter, when she has time, she can help me. But I would like to share the kids that are missing, but there's so many children, and just run it, you know, for 24 hours. I don't have a large platform here, but if people would stop by and just one time and watch it, um, that's 1,800 people that didn't see it, you know. Lady K, we never stop learning new things, and little by little, we all learn. Yeah, I love learning new things, and I try to practice till I can get it. Photo play, you can put in all the pictures and make. I keep seeing that photo play, and I gotta mess around with it. See what I do is use my phone for a lot of stuff, but I got it. My husband got me this laptop, okay, and I just need to know how to utilize it to its fullest potential, ladies and gentlemen. But before he got me this big old computer, and I hated it. I did not. I'm sure it did amazing things, but I just didn't like it. You know. The sad thing is that they turn Sebastian into it is, and that breaks my heart. You know that part right there is breaking my heart. You know, and that's the thing. Which parent turned it into a circus, though? And that's the question. Which parent is responsible that turned it into a circus? What players have turned it into a circus? And they be asked to stop? Just stop and let me focus on my child missing. This here with the Bullhorn Betty and the Tony and their shenanigans, it has not helped. It just hasn't helped. I believe that he would have stayed in the spotlight and people would have kept talking about it regardless if there would be a BHB and a Tony. And that's just my opinion, you know? So, but what did they, can it be what they did was give Summer Wells a new update? Oh, did they get a new update on Summer Wells? Most channels on YouTube turn missing children cases into circus. They really do. And that's what I would like to talk about, missing children's cases, but and I say this a lot. I just don't think I would do it good justice. Would I get sucked into the drama of it? Would I, you know, not do a good work with it? And that's the problem. I would hate to ever get sucked into the drama and become like I talk about, you know what I mean? And I don't ever want to do that. Now, would I go to a courthouse and listen to Stephen Stern's court? Yeah, because I want to look that bastard in the back of the head and stare holes in his head because he's disgusting and I can't stand him. What he did to that little girl, he needs to have his pecker cut off, in my opinion, and stuck out in the middle of a damn swamp and let the alligators eat him. And that's nicely speaking, okay? But I just don't, that's touchy. You got like Grizzly True Crime. I like the way she covers the cases. She does it good, But for me, I don't know. I get a hot head about me sometimes, and then I cuss and carry on, and oh, you know what I mean? You could do a good job, but you couldn't get into that's exactly. You just stick to the facts. And Cammy, I get a hot head, honey, and I'll start cussing and carrying on. And see, even that I've gotten older, sometimes I get pissed and I start cussing and stuff. It's like what they did to Summer Wells case was not enough. Damn, oh man, I'll tell you that. Chopper, you are right, honey. They made that into really bad. They did that with really bad. Benny Keys had a lot to do with that too. I'm just gonna say it, you know, because they know they can play with people's emotions and get donations that never reach their amen to that. Amen to that. That love poem he made, oh my girl, oh man. That love poem he made about Maddie made me yep, exactly. I do too. I do my best to keep that part to myself. Man, I tell you, I lose my total shit sometimes. You could do 2 channels, one strictly for missing children, one for drama. Right, I could. But whenever I get back down to Florida, I'm gonna probably try to get myself a little studio made. My husband's gonna help me with that, and then see where I want to take this channel. Because I get kind of tired of talking about the drama, but I really enjoy talking with everyone in the chat because I enjoy my afternoons with everybody. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's so stinking hot where I'm at, I can't even go outside or I'm gonna damn die. So, I don't know. I just got to figure out what I want to do. Me and my hubby will come up with a plan. So, all right, folks, I'm going to jump off here and get ready to go listen to Mama It Up. And I hope I see you guys over there in the chat. And I'll say,
My dreams keep flying away. So if I keep chasing them,
and hopefully I'll have a live stream today or tomorrow. And it was nice hanging out with you guys. For me, after seeing the BS I went to vent, right? See y'all soon. Yep, see you there, Kenna. See you there, G-Bay. Folks, you guys be careful out here on these streets. Don't kick the dog. Don't kick the cat. Kiss the husband. All right, guys, take care of yourself. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Peace.